Oh, wow. We are up. That was pretty quick. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit late. Um, my bad. We were having not technical issues, but we got the girls all logged in. They're sitting in the green room enjoying their, cheese, crackers, champagne, just looking after them. And, or maybe it didn't get to them. I'm not sure. Who we got in here so far? We will just kind of wait a little bit. The notification just came out there now, but hello, Rebecca. How are you? Hopefully, you've had a blessed Saturday. Danny, what's up? And wow, I feel honored. You're actually on a Saturday night. Thank you. I appreciate that. And now, there we go. Now we're starting to pop in. Christian, thank you, Jesse, for wanting to do that test. But I actually just got out here and looked down, and the girls were there. So they got themselves logged in, and so we adjusted volumes, and we should be all right. And now, let's see here. One thing, Jesse, if you look at the top, I said questions. We're just gonna we'll see how the flow goes. But if the girls are in the middle of a sentence, or they're in the middle of a thought, I'm not going to interrupt them to ask a question. So maybe we'll just cue those questions. I've got a piece of paper right here that I can write myself. Look at, guys. Look at. Oh, and I made a special mug because it's mine. I've got both my logos on. And of course, Saturday night, it's always coffee. Pen. Anything other than that on a Saturday night, oh, gracious. I'd have to go to like 2 different church services tomorrow, but we'll go with that. Okay, so I've got questions that I can write down, and then we'll get back to them. Stephanie Perkins, welcome. What's the weather like down in Louisiana? Hopefully it's nice and you're not getting any storms. Like I say, we're touch wood. I believe everybody's back, with the exception of a few pocket areas in Peterborough, Ontario, because all 3 tornadoes that were generated that day, they had a meeting in Peterborough, and it did quite a bit of damage there. So, but for the most part, I believe everybody's back. I know personally, we only lost power 4.5 hours. Kyle in Ottawa, they just got theirs back on Wednesday. But the hardest hit on the northwest end of Ottawa was, of course, where Kyle is. But with him being in Petawawa on course and in the field all during the week, he didn't really care. He just stayed here on the weekends, and he was staying in the shacks up there and during the week. Hot, humid hurricane season. Yes. Normally we don't get hurricanes until August. Unfortunately, they decided to show up in May. It just goes to show that, yes, there is some, there you go, You're just follow what the mod father says. He's the boss. I'm just here for the good looks, maybe. I'm not sure yet. Okay. Hey, Tasha. How are you? And I was going to try to stream on TikTok as well, but I never got around to it. So I know my lovely friends from TikTok are going to be over, and I tell you what, that's really humbling. I've got myself into a community over there that's very supportive, just as supportive as our community here on YouTube. So I am feeling rather blessed. So JB Conway, how are you? And what are we? I really don't want to get this going until we get up to about 15 people. Simply for the fact I don't want to have the girls repeat themselves. I don't know why I'm calling them the girls. Shall be the ladies. And well, I may bring the girls up and we'll just have a little chit chat, and then if you guys have any preliminary, we're not going to do that. We're just going to stick with the game plan. We'll wait till we hit about 15 people. We'll bring the girls up, and then we will go from there. I don't want to tie up their entire evening. I tell you what, things happen for reasons. So if you were on my procrastination 2 Thursdays ago, I said I was going to try to see if they could do it. And I got talking to Karen, and, one thing led to another, and she was going down to Lisa's house anyways today. So this worked out perfect. We don't have to run more than one camera. They're in the same location. So, which is, what's the luck? So, yes, smash the like button. If you're sitting in the back and you're not a regular to the channel, feel free to subscribe. It's free. Tonight only. Jesse's going to cover the full cost. And we're getting up there. It usually goes about the 10, 15-minute mark. It'll jump up. But I'm actually going to bring the girls up, and we will, maybe I'll wait till Lisa gets back, and then I will bring them up. Even my coffee tastes so much better in there. I should fill up my coffee. Absolutely. JB is such a supportive lady to every single one of us here. Jesse! That's a bad word. You're going to have to repent twice tomorrow morning. Whatever is in my cup is identifying as coffee tonight. So that's what we're going to go with. I'm telling you, it's coffee. It's very, very, it's iced coffee. It's cold coffee, but I don't know what you guys saw, but it's a coffee pot right there. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Well, we're at 10 people, so without further ado, let me bring in Karen and Lisa. Are you ready? I saw Lisa going for the back. They're squishing in here. They're getting all ready. We'll bring them up anyways. Hey guys.
Oh, I should get in.
Let me change. There we go. Give you guys a little more room so you don't have to sit on top of one another.
Well, okay, thank you.
Now, growing up, she was very sarcastic, and I mean Karen. Lisa's a princess. And Karen might have a little bit of horns underneath that long hair, but that's a whole other live. And, what happened 40 years ago, I guess, stays 40 years ago.
40?
Do your math.
I'm only 35, Scott.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, so if you guys want to introduce yourself, Karen, and then we'll get into, the meat and bones of why, when, how, who, all the good stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm Karen.
I'm Lisa.
And together, they are the Red Friday Ladies.
Yes.
And they have poured their soul into this. And they've met prime ministers, generals. I guess we don't have generals here, right? What do we have here now? But there's not too many people they haven't met doing this whole thing.
Defense up is a general.
It is the general?
Yes.
Okay.
It's got to be a.
Yeah, well, I kind of thought so, but I wasn't sure if that was U.S. or here as well.
Yeah.
But so why don't we start with why you set it up and whose idea?
Well, it was this one's technically, but there was an email going around in the early 2000s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 2005.
We got a hold of it, and this one here says to me, wait, I need to read this. I need to see what it's really saying. And it obviously originated in the U.S. And for some reason, the media liked what we had to say. People liked what we had to say, and they followed us. And the rest is just everything that's happened. It's all
as a result of
that. And I think our friendship together kind of made it that much more relatable.
Okay, you guys just cut out. Yeah, everybody's just saying you guys just cut out, Karen. You're bouncing from no reception to very little reception. Do you have a booster or something?
Oh,
what's
because
that?
we're in the country. We're on a farm. So the signal's not the greatest, but we've got it to be about as best as it can be.
Okay. Well, if you could go back and repeat, it really cut out whenever you were saying that that it was Karen's idea. You were reading over the email, and then it went you guys went into a fishbowl?
Okay, so the original email, it seemed like it was very political. It was a political statement, and I didn't really like that. So I told Karen, let me rewrite it and see what we can do with it. So I began writing it up from a Canadian perspective, a more positive perspective, and we both agreed on it, and we kind of sent it out into the world, and the media picked it up. People liked it, they could relate to it, and everything else after that was history. Like, all these things started rolling with that.
Now, you both at the time had spouses that were in the military, correct?
Correct?
That's right.
Yeah. And so for the people that don't know, like you're in your selling of the shirts and going around and being so supportive, where did that money go? So was it to help out a cause with the military? Did it go back to the people that were
Personally,
deployed?
we did not raise money.
Okay.
We didn't actually raise the money. We got involved with people who wanted to raise money, and we helped them to participating in their events, whatever we had to do to help them, but we had to believe in their foundation first.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, along the way, we've met some great people, but we've also met some not so great people.
But we've met a lot of people.
Well, and yeah, I was kind of discussing with Karen over the last week or so, the different hurdles that you guys have, like, people stealing copyrights,
Yeah.
trying to skim off of, if I'm not mistaken, the biggest person in Petawawa to take it was the Family Resource. What, didn't they really take it and run with it?
We ended up working with the Petawawa Military Family Resource Center in the end.
Okay.
And it was a great working relationship. We all got along well. We helped raise money for them. So, it may have started out
Rocky.
a little rocky,
Yeah.
but they came to us afterwards, and we opted to work with them.
And so, obviously up to today, this is still a thing, especially around Petawawa. You still see a ton of red on Fridays. And one of my things about doing tonight was to try to, the US have their own Red Friday. You guys have this side. And, does the UK have a branch as well, or that's...
I believe they do. I believe they do. We just haven't talked to anybody from there.
we haven't spoken to anybody from there, but I know that that we've branched out some towards Australia,
Mhm.
and in the United States. I think the UK was a part of that, not 100% sure.
Okay.
But yeah, it's something that's kind of making its way around.
So are you still, is this still a thing that you guys are involved with, or is it pretty much now petered out to just the website? If people want to buy a shirt, and support, obviously, Americans are going to buy the American side, and I have 50% of my audience here actually tonight is from the US. We have people from Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, all over, Missouri. I could go on and on and on and on, including Florida. And
Nice.
I just wanted to try to we're in a world with such negativity,
Mhm.
that I'm trying to bring back and highlight the good in people.
Right.
And yes, Lila and New York State, you're only an apple throw away. And but it's and if we can bring it back and even maybe get people that didn't know about Red Friday, and like what does Red Friday signify? Like what is it, what does it mean? Like, is it for veterans? Is it for service?
All of
So,
it.
yeah, so it's basically for everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
we refer to it as
Past, present, and future.
yeah, past, present, and future, and their families.
Okay.
And
But
we've
we're
also branched out.
branching out.
Yeah, so we've also branched out to
First responders.
yeah, all first responders. So firefighters, paramedics, police as well.
Anyone who serves our country in some capacity.
Which is absolutely amazing. And I don't know if the U.S. has jumped in that yet, but I know I've heard rumblings from, well, actually the Renfrew County Paramedic Service. They're all wearing Friday. Most of them have to wear it underneath their uniforms, but on Friday, even the active, paramedics are using it.
They do. And was there not at one point they had the decals on their vehicles too? Did they not?
Yes.
So
even down here in Brampton.
So like the ambulances and the fire trucks, police cars as well. Often you'll see them, and they'll have the Red Friday ribbon on the emergency service vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Now, and forgive me, I should have jumped on the website before now. But do you sell the ribbons? And like magnetic ribbons? I'm just throwing ideas out.
I think for the most part, the majority of the ribbons, even magnetic ribbons, came from
Canics.
The Canics.
Okay.
So I don't know that we actually have our own, but the Canics does sell a lot of Red Friday. They also have shirts and magnets and mugs and all kinds of stuff. So
more paraphernalia. So
yeah.
All right. Well, now that I know that, I will. We will give away a Red Friday mug, guys. I will have Kyle stop next week, where he's staying up in Petawawa Monday to Friday, is right around the corner from Canex. So I can get him to go pick up a mug. And, well, I just received a mug, so I know how to ship it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jesse, maybe after the girls are done, if you just in the background want to do set up the giveaway, I think that's probably going to be our easiest, or we can just do by number. If you're not going to have time to do it, Jesse, it's entirely up to you. I can have them guess a number and whatever else. I was talking to the girls earlier, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to give away a shirt or a mug but for right now, I think we'll give away a. What was that, Kelly? What do you mean seeing my live? You've been in here the whole time. Is it delayed or did it cut off? help me out here, because the girls and I aren't going to sit here and chat if it's not being recorded. Well, that's awful nice to order something. Like I said, and I'm not saying that you have to order from this particular group. It would be good if you did, but if you're if you're in the U.S. and you feel like ordering from the U.S., well, then so be it. But I will have Karen, if you want to give me the web address, and Jesse can keep dropping it throughout my live. Oh no, they're frozen.
Yeah. So web address is redfriday.ca.
Redfriday.ca.
Uh-oh.
Hang on, we'll do it this way.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. I could have swore that I saw your name in here like whenever we first started 20 minutes ago. My bad. So Passamaquoddy, thank you so much. Oh no, we just lost the girls. I knew it was going to do that. They went to no service. They went up and down, and they went. They'll pop back in here. There they are. Let me add them back in. There they are. And again, guys, they are
There we are.
out on a farm in the middle of nowhere. So,
Well, here I am on the where.
what's
Off.
that? Yeah, we're hitting in and out again, in and out, in and out. No service. That sucks. We were just starting to get going where they had amazing service. It was staying very, very strong. And absolutely. And that's what it's all about, is supporting our first responders. And there we go. Now you're 3 out of 5 bars. Yeah. I think if you grab the phone, Karen, and put your hand up, it might work if you do that the rest of the interview. So once they let me know that they are back, because now I'm seeing that they... Yeah, I reset my Wi-Fi before I started. I was the same way today, Lila. I was cutting in and out. I actually jumped on data most of the day. All right, you guys are back? Good?
We're there.
All righty. So where do you guys see Red Friday going from here? Or where do you want it to go from here? Do you want it just to pretty much stay the same? Do you want to add more? Where do you girls see this going?
To add more. Now that COVID is kind of, dipping out, we can start pushing more.
Yeah, I mean, there were supposed to be a couple of events in the last couple of years, but unfortunately they kind of got put on hold, like everything else. So hopefully we'll start hearing more soon about what we're going to be doing and what's going to be happening. And but I know that there are definitely some exciting things that are going to be coming up for us. So
Okay.
It'll be fun.
Awesome. So is there anything else you guys want to add that I
Not
might have
unless-
missed?
Okay, so just to address this, so the word red, it kind of did evolve over time to remember everyone deployed.
That was not ours.
Yeah, that wasn't us.
We didn't want that. We wanted Red Fridays to be purely about those who have served, those serving, and those that will serve in the future.
Not just those that are deployed.
Okay.
But we do recognize that is what people see.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the group that we work with, redfriday.ca, that is part of their logo. And that's okay. That's perfectly okay with us.
I guess, and if I can add something just as a third party kind of looking from the inside out, is folks, watch who you're purchasing from. There's a lot of not so nice folks that are trying to make money off the backs of our first responders, military personnel, and they say they're doing wonderful things. But for instance, I pointed one thing out to Karen. Wear Red Friday. They were making it look like a Canadian thing. It was coming from China. Guarantee you, these girls don't live in China.
Yep.
And
nope.
That money is going to China. It's not staying with our men and women that are fighting for us, trying to save us. So just watch. And I guess that's today's society. Is if you're going to support, do a little bit of homework. Just in the week and a half that I've been trying to gather information and whatever, I found probably half a dozen. And this is all trademarked. So, I just don't get how the likes of Amazon's not stupid. They know that. What's that, Lisa? Route. They went to no service again. Are you back? All right, you got one bar. Now, what were you saying whenever I said about Amazon being smart? They know that
there are some other, I don't know if you call them groups or other people profit. It's everybody. Yes. So they are Canadian. And the money that the money that comes in for that merchandise goes to peer-to-peer support programs.
No, hang on, girls. You're way out again. You don't have any bars.
For
our
try to turn your computer
Hours.
just a little bit, Karen, or your phone, whatever you're using. Just turn it a little bit because you're right on the edge. You're bouncing from no service to full strength. So, and we're just getting like every fourth word.
Hmm.
Oh. There, let's see if that. Oh, wow, that's like strong service.
Wow.
Oh, well then that's good.
I don't know where you pulled that from, but let's go with it. So tell us what you were saying. Start right from the beginning because you just went right into a fishbowl as soon as you started to talk about another Canadian
Start again. Get the second.
company.
Okay, so the merchandise, so the t-shirts and stuff that are sold on the redfriday.ca website are made, they come from, sorry, I can't speak. They're made by a company for us out of BC. So it is Canadian. And all of the money that is raised by the sale of those shirts go back to a lot of different programs that are ongoing at the moment.
Okay.
And like Lisa said, we are working with an organization at the moment, and they help us a lot.
Good people.
Yeah, definitely good people, and they kind of run the website for us.
Well, we're running a website, and I'm not sure what Lisa does, but I know what farmers do. So she's putting in, 60, 70 hour weeks. You're doing the same at your job. So, it to be able to add that on top of your plate, you guys would have like zero life.
Well, I mean, we'll make it work one way or the other. We haven't done a lot of personal appearances in the last couple of years, but there will be some. So we'll manage. We'll make it work somehow. That's what we do.
Excellent. Well, like I say, is there anything else you guys want to put out before we open it up to questions? I just don't want to keep you guys, all night. I know you want to socialize. You just got there yourself, so I'm sure you want to have a cup of coffee as well.
Yeah.
Definitely, we want coffee.
Whatever you've got in yours.
Mine is coffee. Maybe a little maple moonshine, but it's identifying as coffee tonight. All right, guys. So I think if we can get their service good enough to do some questions, if anybody has any questions, we can start to queue those up. And yeah, worst case scenario is I can always send Karen a message if we have to answer it that way. I appreciate the ladies for even trying to attempt to do this. Since, they were going to be together anyways. So
yeah, because they're doing.
Yes, exactly, Jesse. Their service needs a little moonshine. Runs a little bit better. But So has anybody got any questions? I think they did a pretty good job at giving an overall synopsis of what they're doing. And, you know, I know personally the amount of hours that these two ladies have put into this is astronomical. Like this is a passion of love. They're absolutely ruh-roh. Okay. Once they pop back up, and if not, I can send Karen a message too. Hey, Red Road, what's up? Hey, Sherry, Bobby. Oh, I do think that we lost the girls. Let me try to send Karen a message. Hopefully it goes through. Oh, they're there.
Hey, did we come back?
Oh, we're back.
Woo.
You are. So I don't know if you guys can see the chat or not, but one of the questions that popped up was about government assistance. Did you see that one?
Yeah, that's what.
What?
That's what. Oh, right here. See.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. What hurdles have you had to get over, and does the government give you any assistance?
Never had assistance from anybody.
No.
We did it on our own.
Everything
Sparkle
that we've
Socks
done,
doesn't help anybody but himself.
everything we've done from 2005 right up until we joined. Yeah, until we joined forces with the organization we're with now and with redfridays.ca. We did it all on our own dime. We did a whole ton of traveling from different cities and different towns for rallies, and we participate in official military functions. They bring us in, and they, but
provide us with everything.
Yes, but everything else has been on our own. We've done it on our own.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Any other questions, guys? Gals? I'm just going up to make sure we didn't miss any.
How much staff does the organization have? Okay, so our organization, there is a board of directors. I don't think we've met everybody yet.
I don't think so.
We haven't met everybody yet, but we've met most of them. So we do have some support staff, but it's all bars.
Oh, there we go. We got lots of bars.
We got bars, but I don't know if they can see us.
No. There.
Yeah. Oh, those bars.
That's how I'm going. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are good right now.
Yeah, I see the bars now.
There you go. Well, at least you figured that out at the end of the interview. That's still pretty good. I did see another question here. Where did it go? Oh, just Jesse had also asked, does RED stand for Remember Everyone Deployed? But that's a US thing, I believe you guys said. Or is everybody using RED now?
I like to think of it is Red Friday stands for whatever you want it to stand for. We wear red because we want to support everyone. That's mine and Karen's thing. Some people wear it just for the ones deployed. And that's okay. Some wear it for just the veterans.
Yeah. But
Okay.
the concept is all encompassing.
Good job. That's
That,
what you went to school for.
I know.
and then the hurdles, you've already answered that one. I do believe. Sorry guys, I'm not ignoring you. I just want to make sure that we got everybody. Excuse me.
If there's anything that we missed.
Oh my goodness, I can't get this off the screen. There we go.
Our service needs a little of that.
Oh well, Bobby and Sherry, I guess you're going to be up there for a while. It won't come off. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Yay me. Can I wear black if I identify as red? You are such a smartass. Love it.
You walked into that one.
You really did.
I like it.
You really did. And so you think I'm sarcastic? He is yeah. I bow down to Jesse. He is the most sarcastic person I know.
He's drinking what you're drinking.
No, actually, it's quite funny. He's got Texas whiskey. It comes in a Texas bottle. It's wrapped in velvet, and it's made in Canada.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He goes, look what I bought. I bought Texas whiskey. I wanted Texas whiskey, and it's made in Canada. All right. Well, I want to just thank you girls for coming and sharing the whole thing. And, you know, hopefully things can move forward this year. I know the things that I'm involved with down here, people have a very big appetite to get out of the house right now. Some are still wearing masks, but if that makes them feel good, so be it.
That's right.
You know, and Lisa or Lila, you asked about the border. It's been open since July of last year. You just need to have the pokey.
Yeah.
And I don't think you need the booster, but as long as you have both pokies by a recognized thing, you're fine. And Johnson & Johnson's recognized in Canada, and that's just one pokey. So, yeah, other than that, I just want to again say thank you. And I'll do the giveaway thereafter, and yeah, you guys can go and
Awesome.
have your cookies and milk before you go to bed.
No, we're gonna have coffee.
Oh, you're having coffee? Okay.
Oh,
All
we're
right.
gonna have coffee.
All right.
Enjoy your coffee. Thanks for having us, Scott.
Well, you're very welcome. And again, just, yeah, both of you guys, the amount of Rochelle, my coffee mug, what's in my coffee mug is identifying as coffee. So it's not really coffee. But yeah, just thank you for everything you do, from first responders, right through to every walk of the military. And, hopefully we'll see you guys out and about at some events this summer.
Well, we'll keep you informed of what's happening in and around the area.
Absolutely. And I will, I have quite a few people that are on my YouTube from the area, so I will keep them abreast of what's going on, and we can push it from our end, and maybe our American friends can watch on TV. Hey, I know those two. So again, thank you so much for taking an hour out of your Sunday night. And
our pleasure.
Isn't it Saturday?
It's Saturday, not Sunday.
How much?
You know
coffee
what?
did
That's
you
the
drink?
third time today that I've said Sunday. But whenever you're on disability, every day is Sunday.
True.
So,
okay,
anyways.
well, thanks again. We're out, and you're not allowed to pick on me for a week.
All right.
Oh my God! Did you?
9:28 next Saturday night. All right. So, all right. Again, appreciate you both. And
thank you.
Yeah, have a great night. And enjoy your coffee.
We will.
Thank you.
Take care,
Talk
guys.
to you later.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
All righty. Yes, I saw that today too, Rochelle. I did see Jesse's coffee. So it was just something a little different, guys. And, it was my actual first time meeting Lisa tonight. But like I say, I've known Karen since, good Lord, I might have been 13, 14. And she's a couple years younger than me, but not that many. And yeah, she's always been a good person. So to see them, especially Karen, step up, I wasn't shocked. And hey, Verna, welcome. Appreciate you for stopping by. And see, Verna even said it. It's Saturday night, Verna. I was calling it Sunday too, so don't worry about it. So yeah, if anybody wants to come up, it's open. We're no real script tonight. The only thing that I received was my mug. And of course, because it's mine, I put both my logos on. So doesn't matter which way I drink from, you're good to go. And if anybody wants the double-sided one, you got to let me know, because I've got to go in, and I just have the one that has the, I believe, just that logo on it. Oh, right, Verna. My bad. Yes. See, I'm even screwing that up, Verna. But yes, that's right. You are Sunday morning. Now, hey, Charles, welcome. So, Jesse, were you able to throw together? Or do you want me just to do the number? I can do that. We only have 6 people, so it'll be a little bit later. Tonight's not going to be a long one, guys. Yeah, okay, Jess, no problem. I was out getting all the stuff to fix the house. So I'll be able to rebuild the stairs tomorrow and be able to put the clothesline back on the house that was ripped off. And Glenn, it is okay, buddy. I've had one of those days where I not really procrastinated. I was on TikTok most of the morning, doing my thing over there. And boom. My day almost got away from me. And then I had to go out, do a bunch of running around. We got that all looked after. And yeah, now we're good to go. But I do get it. That and Red Road, it will probably be a week before I can get another bottle of syrup together. I've got to go out and buy one, and because I've given away all mine. So I will go out, buy another bottle of maple syrup, and I will send it to you. And I'll pay the extra for tracking. For some reason, they wanted $15 more to ship to you with tracking than it was to ship to Jesse and Lisa in Texas. Figure that one out. That kind of makes you go, no, sorry, I'm a man of my word. My pops always said, it's the only thing in life you own is your word. And I've taken that seriously my whole life. I say I'm going to do something, I do it. It's my own fault. I tried to cheap out. I've had issues already. I should have just did it. But it always comes back to bite you in the ass. So hopefully, I'm hoping Kareen and Marvin got theirs. I don't know. If they didn't get it, I do believe that it was obviously taken by one of their border service people doing an inspection, because I read it over and it's not illegal to go into their country. So it's somebody either with their post office or going into the country with border service. And again, if I was going to track theirs, it was between $150 and $170. again, ain't gonna happen. Yeah. But anyways, give me a week and I will go. I honestly haven't been over to the farm in a week and a half. They've been busy planting, getting everything in the ground. Oh, it's ridiculous. So my buddy Hoops from Australia, I sent him one package. It had a bottle of maple syrup. It had a jar of choke cherry jelly. And I sent the kids over one of all our coins. And he's got 2 boys, so I sent him 2 of everything. So, it's not a whole lot of money, but it's something that they probably have never seen before, like a $2 coin. So I sent it twice, over $100. Well, the first one was 65 without tracking. Never got there. The second one, what's up there, nerd girl? Nerd. You're such a nerd. What's going on, Ash? And then they wanted 165 tracked. It showed tracking to Australia. That's where it stopped. And of course, nobody told me, yeah, you're tracking it, but you don't get insurance. You got to pay for insurance. So I got pooped on that one too. It gets, so, I know there's some people that are angry because I'm not sending syrup to everybody, but I just can't physically afford to do it. As it is, it's a lot of money, but the people that I send it to either win it or are very close friends. Hey, Nick, what's going on, brother? You guys start your rainy season yet? Good Lord, man. Weren't you like doing quail like the last 2 weeks? Well, yes and no. You've got like who I can ship to Mr. Jim down in Florida. I'm going to say takes 6 days from my house to his house in Florida. I had a problem sending it to Mike Fowler. I sent Mike a bottle and it never showed up. Again, I was trying to cheap out. like I say, whenever I do a big send out of maple syrup, it's usually between $200 and $300. But I don't mind doing it because the people that I'm sending it to have won it, or it's a little token of my appreciation for what they've done for me. So, and hell, Jesse and Lisa, they got theirs 4 days from, like, I mailed it here on a Thursday afternoon. It was about 2:00 in the afternoon. And Jesse called me or sent me a message. Like, it was before noon on Thursday. No, Tuesday. Package was already sitting there. It was crazy. And the second time that I shipped Mike his package, he got it. And then there's another person from Oklahoma that I had sent it to. And I think he got his first bottle. Yes, he got his first bottle. But I don't know what he's got since. So, anyways, it'll be what it'll be. And you just learn who your friends are very quickly. But don't you worry about it. I said you're getting some, you're getting some. Just might take me a week or two to get it. Trust me, you will get it. And so again, if you're new and just lurking in the back, and I know there was some that were watching, some of Karen's family was watching. Hey, Mike. Blessings, sir. And yeah, we're getting closer and closer and closer to that 1K, guys. Every morning I wake up, there's 2 or 3 new people, so I'm going the right way. And I'm okay with that. It was just sitting spinning my wheels for 2 months that got me frustrated and led to the burnout. Well, g'day, Landon. And if the missus is there, wish her a happy birthday for me, please, sir. If you guys don't have the Southern Life, he's going to start posting again very soon, right, Landon? And you want to see somebody catch a shark, guys. Go back through his channel to last July, the middle of July of last year. Him and 3 of his buddies went to Florida and they tied into a shark. Tiger shark, I believe. Landon can correct me if I'm wrong. And hey, Brenda. And yeah, they tied into well, it was at least 4 foot shark. So those boys thought they were strong and full of piss and vinegar. They got their butts whooped by a shark. They were sucking some air whenever that shark finally made it up that they could see it. It's a neat video. So Jesse's just posted there. Oh, pardon me. And it's a wonderful, it's a really cool video. There you go. Jesse's just posted the one that I was talking about, catching jaws. Tell you what, you'd walk on water if that sucker come up behind you. Oh, it was a bull shark. Right. I'm sorry, Landon. And yeah, he was definitely hitting the gym a lot more than you guys. Absolutely. It wasn't just you. It was Billy and the other boys there too. They were all pretty tired. But that was pretty cool to watch. And for those of you that don't know, he is the oldest of the Little Southern Brothers. Good people. Darren, the link is up top, brother. Come on in. I'm just enjoying a coffee. That shark was full of bull power. Mm-hmm. Yep. And yeah. So if you're not subscribed to the Little Southern Brothers, those two young fellas, well, the whole family has got a work ethic second to none. And I'm very blessed to be able to call them friends. And yeah, they're definitely it's pretty neat how they come together and log, and they got the farm, and Chloe's got her clothes line on Instagram. I have it right here, Jesse, so I'll just kick it in there for you, buddy. Save you jumping over to find it. Although you'll probably get it before I do, and I have the damn thing marked. Southern Girl Designs. There she is. Copy URL. Ah. And there I've just posted Chloe's, I call it her clothesline. Her and Donna, primarily Chloe, I believe, does all her clothes and sells them. And it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And like I said, they're amazing family. All right, you be blessed. Hopefully you're feeling better. I know you're not feeling good, but hopefully you're feeling better. And every day is better than the last. Is all we can pray for. And so yeah. Be blessed, and thank the good Lord for every day. And you have yourself a good evening, and I will definitely see you in and out alive somewhere. Absolutely, Charles. Yeah. What do you mean it's not working? Should be working. Hang on, my friend. Mm-hmm. I was going to say it worked for Jesse. I'll post it again, but wow, her ears must ring. Like she's what, 4,000 miles away from me, a sea away from me. I talk about her. Good Lord, you almost think that she was my second wife. Can't get away with anything around this joint. There you go, Darren. Oh, why is that not? There it goes. If that doesn't work, sir, I'm afraid it's on your end because I think Jesse, well, that's the one the girls used and they were up here. So there, he used both eyes this time.
What's going on?
Hey, mister.
It's been a while.
I know. Well, you're doing that damn work thing and, you know.
I've been on the road since like the start of May, and I'm finally home for a bit. So
Yes. How's mom and dad's place?
they got firewood for the next 10 years, I think.
Well, yes, but did the tree just go through the roof in the veranda, or was it the cottage as well?
They lost the porch. So the porch on the cottage used to be just like a bug screen and an old style, some 2x4s or 4x4s,
Sure.
and with the bug screen. And then I think they ordered the windows in spring, and finally last fall they came and installed the new ones, and it's like these new things where it's like 4 different sections. So you grab it from the bottom and it slides up to the top, so you can have the bottom vented or the next section vented or the next section. So they finally got those installed in the fall, and so that just all came down. And then they built the bunkie for the kids to stay at the cottage, and the tree took off the porch and veranda, the whole front section of the bunkie. And then the trees took off the trees took out one of the sheds that they store all the paddling gear and life jackets and stuff in. So
Were they there?
they were there at the time. So
Jeez.
my niece was freaking out because she thought they were all going to die. And
I could see it.
yeah, so I'm pretty sure, my parents, my brother and his fiance, and my sister and her kids, my niece and nephew, probably have some things to work out dealing with that, but not too bad, I think. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, whenever I saw the pictures you put up there, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, thank God they weren't sitting on the porch watching the storm come across the water.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I could say looking at that photo. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, so the power went out there and they lost all that. And then, so I was talking to them, and then I was talking to Mike and Angie at Me and New Acres as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mom and dad and brother, sister, and all that went home the next day because there's nothing they could do. The power was out. They didn't have any equipment to start taking out the trees and stuff. So then they went back up a little while later, and started tackling the issue that they had. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Still, it, like I said to so many people, we don't have this crap until usually August. Like,
it's
I cannot ever remember a tornado of that magnitude coming anywhere in May.
it was
like-
funny because they called it I, for, I forget the name they used for it.
Microburst.
No, it was like a something else. But so it went from basically Ontario all the way through Quebec, and it was like a straight line,
Mhm.
and just destroyed everything in its path.
Yep.
But they don't think it was. They don't know if any tornadoes touched down, but it was like
There was 3 confirmed
was there?
that
Okay.
that all came together in Peterborough.
Okay. But
Um,
it was some weird name that like a Denki or something like that, like some weird thing that, but I've never heard that used before for the name of a
Yeah.
storm. But it was basically like a straight line where they say like tornadoes don't always take a straight line, but this storm was like straight line for like 1,000 kilometers, just
yeah,
yeah, taking out every.
Well, there was
So-
3 different systems because one came up our way, one was west of Ottawa, where it took the high-powered,
Yeah.
those great big high-powered structures, and twisted it like a pretzel.
Yeah.
And like I said, my young lad just got power back at their house on Wednesday. They lost everything.
And it was crazy because I was, like I said, I've been on the road basically all of May.
Yeah.
And this last week I've been through Ottawa, and man, the damage that I saw through Ottawa even is, trees down everywhere. It's crazy. Yeah.
Well, like I said to Debbie, I think what I'm going to do is there's 2 dead trees at the back corner of the property. They're not mine. I'm not going to put up the clothesline again and have another storm and rip it out of the house again because, it's just getting far too much money to be, playing around with that stuff. Because it was, I went and picked up everything today and it was about $400 and some odd dollars. Now,
Ouch, eh?
very, very blessed. People lost their homes, their farms, $450, piss in the bucket. But
Still, it hurts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like you can say that it's only this, but it still hurts.
Oh, damn right it does.
Yeah.
But I'm just thankful, my daughter's bedroom's right there. Like if the whole tree would have came down, it would have been into her bedroom.
Oh,
And
ouch.
yeah, but soon as I was actually live whenever it was hitting. And if you've ever seen a car in one of those wind tunnels, whenever they add water to it,
Yeah.
that's what my daughter's car looked like. It went over, and then
Ah.
underneath, you could see the whole aerodynamic of the car. It was something that I've never seen in my life. And I've been close
That's
to
crazy.
3 different tornadoes. And it was that eerie train sound. And that's whenever
Yeah.
That's whenever I turned around and came back in the house and I screamed to the kids, get the bleep downstairs. And then my phone cut out. Well, Jesse and them, at the time, I didn't know who was on, but I knew there was about 8 people that were on whenever my phone cut out. And we were in and out of cell service all night. The tower would be up for a little bit, it'd go down. It'd be up, down. So I was able to get a text message out to Chris from E3 Farmstead. And I'm like, if you can somewhere put on my channel that, we're fine, we're good, a little bit of damage, but for the most part, we're golden. And it's and these folks that are here watching right now, they're not laughing, they'd never laugh at us, but what we had, that was a piss in the bucket compared to what they have to deal with daily down, Texas,
it's
Louisiana.
Funny you mentioned that. Yeah.
Like, they're
It's
going
funny you mentioned that because like Redbird Farm is like in Oklahoma. So they said they've seen a lot of them. And it's like, we get one every few years where they deal with them probably every year, and a bunch of them probably every year.
The last few years, we've had about 3 to 4 a year. We had the big one that came through White Lake, Calabogie area last summer, and that took out Dunrobin into Ottawa and crossed over, did a whole bunch of damage in Gatineau.
Oh, yeah.
Then you had one about 3 weeks later up in Beachburg. Now, that was about a 3-mile swath by about 1 kilometer wide, just dropped everything in its path. And, but you look at some of the big tornadoes that they had, like that one last year that so many people died in, what was it, 300 and some odd miles? It just went straight and took everything in its path. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yes, absolutely. We have climate change, and now they're calling this whole monkey flu due to climate change. I saw that tonight and I'm like, oh, for God's sakes, here we go.
Derico. That's what it is. A Derico. That's what they were calling it. Lazy Days
Latin
had
for
that.
Straight ahead.
Yeah. So that's basically what they called it. And it was basically straight ahead. It was like straight through, just.
Yeah. So the one that hit your parents was the one that came to ours. That was the system.
It was all the same system. So it went from like Ontario through Quebec down to Maine.
Now, I don't think it went down as far as you, right? Like it seemed to peter off about Montreal.
It didn't hit us at all, but it went through Quebec and into Maine. So I know in Quebec there was quite a bit of damage done. I don't know if it was in Montreal or a different part of Quebec.
I think it went. One went to the north and one went to the south. The one to the north kind of petered itself out, and
there
the
was
one
quite
to
a
the
bit of
south
damage.
Was the one that went down through Maine.
Yeah,
and kind of and Capone Cabin Homestead. Welcome. What mischief is going on here? Nothing. I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah, I'm drinking one. I need a lot more alcohol to deal with the week I've had. So
well. So next time you're in Ottawa or you're around here, make sure you got my number.
Yeah, I'll definitely be touching base with you. Between the forest fire that came close to the homestead.
Oh my God.
The Derico or Dedico that went through, and then the latest legislation that went through on Monday. It's
Don't even
like,
talk. Don't even talk to me about that.
I'm seriously hoping that I still have a job in the next month. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he's done is every honest, law-abiding hunter is a criminal. Because
it's,
if we keep our pew-pews for hunting the way they are right now, I go to jail. They're making it that we have to modify it so much that we're going to have to fill the barrel and make it no good.
yeah,
And
it's
what bugged me though, C21 didn't really bother me. It did bother me. C5 rots my socks. That's the one that they passed as well, or that they were trying to get passed by Friday. That there's no more minimum for violent criminals that do use guns in or use pew-pews in murders.
It's interesting you say
crime.
that, because we've looked at the legislation and a bunch of stuff, and what they've done to us is crazy. And in the current legislation that they brought in Monday, they said they were increasing the minimum sentence for smuggling from 10 years to 14 years. However, in previous legislation that's brought down, there are no minimums. So it basically means that the latest legislation that they brought in for 10 to 14 years actually it doesn't mean anything. So it's
No. So what they've done is
I'm right now, I don't want to get you demonetized. It's like,
I'm not monetized.
What?
If it gets too bad, I'll just take it down. Not a big deal.
What they've done has no actual impact on violent crime whatsoever.
No. No.
So
I've read this bill over.
In the last month, I've been to 2 trade shows, and we've talked to the Firearms Center. We've talked to law enforcement agencies, and the consensus is basically 90 to 100% of illegal firearms, or firearms that they have found used in crime, have come up from the U.S.
Yep.
So what good has this legislation done? Zero. It's a vindictive legislation that is brought in to punish people that don't like him.
Yep.
That's it. That's all. It does nothing to protect anyone. I was going to do a video tonight. I'm still debating whether I release it. And in that video, I was like, okay, there are over 2 million firearm owners, 2 million people in Canada who have their firearms license. If you charge them an extra $50 for renewing it, how much money is that? Now you put that directly into CBSA to help prevent over-the-border smuggling of firearms. I'd be all for that.
Sure. But that's not what they've done. They've went and totally, like, he's given them less sentences. In essence, judges,
criminals have been given less sentences, and law-abiding
legal
citizens.
gun owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we're past our last frost date, judging by the almanac. Have you planted all your seeds?
Yes, I just broke my pen. Yes, I've got everything in the ground.
Do you? Good, good.
Except for I was able to find cantaloupe today
Oh,
and snow peas.
okay. We have a
So-
bunch of snow peas. We planted so many beans last year. We've got like a 3 foot. I want to say it's like 2 or 3 foot by 24-foot section
Mhm.
with the cattle panel that
Okay.
we did last year with green beans. And
Yep.
this year we're not doing any more green beans because we have so many green beans from last year. We canned, we froze, we fermented. We have like green beans coming out the wazoo. So this year we're like, okay, so that entire section is now going to be snow peas. So
my cucumbers. Oh my God, they just went,
nice.
they've exploded.
Nice.
So if I get 20 cucumbers per plant,
Yeah.
I'm going to have more relish, every type of pickle I'm going to want.
Oh,
Bread and
that's
butter,
awesome.
sweet pickles, you freaking name it, I've got it.
That's
And my
hilarious.
onions, my yellow onions have just exploded as well.
Nice.
So even my carrots, last year I never had a friggin' carrot pop. This year I've got 4 rows of carrots that came up.
Here's a cool thing that we found out. I was pretty sure it was happening last year, and then this year confirmed it. But onions and leeks will actually survive through our winter. So if you plant onions and leeks, and they're not big enough to harvest in the fall, you're like, we're going into winter. I need to harvest them. If you have the snowfall that we have, which is like, anywhere from 4 to 7 feet of snow over the course of the season, just leave them in the ground. They will actually continue to grow the next year. So our onions now are gigantic, and we have leeks. And it was so funny because Bridget and I were like arguing over it. We were like taking out this one bed. We were trying to condense our garden, make the alleyways smaller so that we could put more in the raised bed area. So we took out this raised bed, and it was all leeks. So we're like, I don't know. I'm thinking it'll do okay. And Bridget was like, no, they're dead. It was from last year. So we took it out and we moved it, and we took the soil and we started putting the soil in the flower garden, and we've got a shade garden out front. So we put it there.
Mhm.
Well, the leeks continued to grow in those gardens, and the onions continued to grow. So it's like, okay, as long as you have enough snowfall and enough insulation, those onions and leeks will continue to grow the next year and get bigger. So just leave them.
See, that's funny because I dug up my bed
Yep.
and I forgot about 5 or 6 onions,
Yep.
and I never got one leek, and they were all mush.
I would say wait a bit because
Oh, they're already gone. I've replanted.
yeah, because
But-
we did the same. We looked at them and it's like, okay, spring, the snow's gone. We're gonna touch them, and it's like, ooh, they look all yucky. Like, they're all mushy and stuff.
Yeah.
You wait a little bit and they're good to go afterwards. It's
Wow.
surprising. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was amazed. I was like,
Hey, Troy. And yeah, no. So I and Jesse were asking about the zucchini. Out of all my plants that I planted, one survived the transplant.
Oh no. Oh,
I already had flowers starting,
oh
but
no.
the vine was so brittle. Whenever I took them out of the pot, they broke. Every single vine broke.
Ah, that's the worst.
And I tried to wrap them. So one made it. So lucky I didn't plant them all. So I ran inside. Well, didn't run, but I came inside. I got the rest that because Jesse and Lisa sent me 2 or 3 packages. And Joe sent me a package and I hand sewed them all, and they're already up about 2 to 3 inches already.
Wow.
So I'm going to do a video on the garden here this week. I just this week was hell. And
Night, Brenda. Redbird Farm. Take care, eh?
Hi Brenda.
Far
And
Run Forge. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing
I know,
awesome.
nice to see Troy. And Troy, you're in the field, brother. I know what it's like, and if you need to go to bed, I totally understand, brother. I really do. It's the time of the year. And no, I'll be doing a garden video. Absolutely. My issue is I ended up, because of some of the damage, was one of the stairs going up to my deck. I ended up, it broke while I was on it and I fell.
Ouch.
And so I've been spasming pretty much all week.
Ow, dude.
So, yeah, I have gone and bought all the stuff today. So Kyle's going to come home early tomorrow before he heads up to Petawawa again. And he's going to help me put up the new stairs.
Nice.
And it was just another freak accident.
Ah,
But it snapped, and I was worried about breaking my ankle, so I protected my ankle, but yeah, ended up taking a friggin' hunk out of my shoulder.
ouch.
But it is what it is.
Speaking of stairs, I put the stairs in the pool today. I was in there today and it was only like 62 degrees. I'm like, yes. Oh, that's okay. I don't know if Remy
You
told
better
you.
have snowballs.
I don't know if Remy told you when he was up here and we were in the hot tub.
Yeah.
And I went and jumped in the pool.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm not sure if I want to join you. And I grabbed some ice from the iceberg and threw it up on the deck. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm definitely staying in the hot tub. I'm not coming in the pool.
That's hilarious.
So
Oh my
it's
God.
a little bit warmer now. There's no ice
Well-
floating in the pool.
Yeah, if you were in the hot tub, I'd say 62 wouldn't be too bad.
No, 62 is awesome. So
No. This boy, after all the crap that's been done to me, 80 plus, man.
no, dude, it's so
I used to be
refreshing.
able to do it. I couldn't do it now. I'd give myself a freaking heart attack. Hey, Lukey.
It's so funny because I used to be able to not do it because I had hypothermia. Like I was like I want to say pre-hypothermic on
Yeah.
one exercise with the military.
Okay.
And so after that, for a number of years, like if I started getting cold, I was like,
Yeah.
brutal. But
Yeah.
now I've like worked on it, and now I almost relish it. I was like, you know, I can jump in the cold water, no
You're doing
problem
well.
now. Look at everybody coming in. How
Well-
are you guys doing tonight?
Are you going to bed? Are you going to bed? All right. I know. Everybody's coming in there now.
That's
Lukey
awesome.
popped in, and
Yeah.
well, Capone Cabin. They've been here pretty much the whole time. Charles has been here
Nice.
the whole time.
Nice.
Yeah, we're some Saturdays you get 65 people, and some you get 8. So,
It's crazy how that works, eh? Yeah.
well, see, a lot of people are at cottages now, and they're going camping, and they're just starting to wind up their summers, right?
For me, I'm like, I feel bad because I haven't been on anyone's lives. I haven't been watching anyone's videos, but I've been on the road like all of
No.
May. So, and then now I'm like just trying to get back into it. But again, now it's like we're past our frost date. So I'm like, I got to be planting, I got to be transplanting, I got projects to do, I got like, animals to look after, the greenhouse to look after. So it's crazy.
Let's be 100% positive here, and be totally truthful. You're gonna have to do. I think we got to look after ourselves this year.
It's
I'm seeing the stock in the grocery store. Like, I enjoy a little treat. I enjoy a treat of sweet potato fries.
I don't want to do any negative videos, hence why I'm like
I know.
I'm like cringing about putting out a video about pew pews and stuff, especially on like my homestead channel. But it's like things are getting crazy out there.
Well, and what bothers me is the people that are just like la 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 la.
Yeah.
They have no clue, and it's like,
it's so interesting you mentioned that because when I was going around Ontario and visiting clients and family and friends and stuff, and I was going around and I talked to a lot of people, and I went through a lot of places and traveled a lot of places. Like, to give you an example, I went through Belleville, Kingston, Trenton, Brighton, Toronto, Ajax, London, Kitchener, St. Thomas, all the way Clinton, Newmarket, Ottawa,
busy boy.
Powassan, North Bay, Blue Mountain. So it's like a good selection of Ontario. And I was amazed at how many people didn't have gardens, didn't have fruit trees growing. And I was shocked. I was like, okay, there was many places where they had 1 acre, 2 acres, 3 acres, and they were mowing their grass to make their grass look good. And I was like, where are the fruit trees? Where are the gardens? What is going on? Are you guys that rich that you can afford to? And then it was funny because I was talking to a number of them, and they were like, okay, the time and energy to do a garden was one of the major things that they had a problem with. The shade, a number of people mentioned it's too shady in that area, so I can't grow a garden. A number of people were also like, well, that maple tree, I don't want to cut that maple tree down to make a garden. And so it was like all these factors that added up, that there's these reasons that we don't want to grow our own food. And it was crazy.
Yeah. I honestly, like, Well, we actually ended up screwing ourselves. I told them that we should have pre-ordered our bacon seeds
Yeah.
because we're up to 8 that we're growing for folks.
Okay.
And we're not gouging anybody. It's $4.50 cut and wrapped.
Wow.
For homegrown, you know,
That's pretty awesome because we figure
that's a good price.
I'd have to check, but I know last year we paid $90 a pig. I think we paid the same this year, but I can't remember. I'd have to check the
We
invoice.
pay $150 a pig, but these are
Okay.
the ones. If you go back and look at my videos, they're the long ones. So you get more bacon.
Okay.
The guy has this is his whole life. You know, he does corn. Well, all types of produce, but he's one of the biggest corn distributors in Eastern Ontario.
Okay.
They sell his corn from like all over the valley into Ottawa, like almost to the Montreal or to the Quebec border.
Sorry.
Night Brigitte.
Yeah. I was going to say, someone's going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, rar.
Au revoir. Hey, this is a PG
Ah,
show.
rar. Ew. Yeah. Man.
And there goes
I'm-
Darren.
I'm so freaking lucky. Oh, man.
Oh, what have you got now? 2 months? She's years for life.
What's that?
2 months and she's years for life.
Like you won.
September.
So yeah, I guess 3 months.
September we're doing yeah. So it's so cool because I gotta post pictures on as well because we're doing this whole area at the back for our wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and we've planted a whole ton of perennial flowers and that kind of thing. We started building like this arch, and it's so cool. So if anyone wants to do a wedding outdoors, just contact us. We've got a spot for you. We'll get you a good spot. You can have a wedding here. You can take pictures with the Highland cows. It's just like, yeah. We'll hook you up after we've had our wedding, of course. But
There's a lot of folks. I'm telling you right now. One girl was supposed to be married at a venue here not that far,
yeah.
and it got leveled. So that happened on the Saturday, I believe.
Oh no.
Yes. It happened on the Saturday. She was to get married the following Saturday.
Oh.
The venue is nothing but sticks.
Oh no.
Leveled it. Now, the family lost everything. That have the wedding venue, their animal barn was leveled. They've lost livestock.
Ah.
Yeah. So, it's just so yeah, getting back to the pigs. We don't mind to pay a little bit extra
Yep.
when I know I can get, an extra 5 to 10 pounds of bacon out of
Bacon.
yeah,
I know.
out of these pigs. I don't mind paying the extra
Last year we
little bit
did
of money.
2 pigs. This year we're doing 3 because we want more ham and more bacon, basically.
Okay.
And more ground as well.
Yeah. So,
We do like pork burgers and they're so yummy. We do a pork burger.
what I
with
do
some,
is I
like,
mix
brie
I mix my
and
beef.
apple.
Yeah, I mix my beef
Yeah.
25.75 to pork.
Okay.
Buddy,
Oh,
the pork holds the moisture in there. Oh, it is to die for.
the greatest is that, like, you know, like we're doing your own food. It's like, oh,
Well, that's and really, um I don't have a farm. I have a good friend
right.
that allows me to keep my animals on his farm.
Yeah. Ah,
And I buy, so in essence he's losing about $100. But like he said, yes, I'm losing $100, but I'm gaining somebody to help me around the farm.
yeah. So, like, in cost, yes, but in value, no.
So, he said in the long run, it's much better for him
Yeah, exactly.
to, and the price that I'm paying is it's a win-win.
Yeah.
I think it's reasonable,
Yeah. Yeah. Capone
like-
Cabin Homestead, pork burger. So if you do like ground pork, we take ours, we do ground pork, we throw in an egg, we throw in some Italian breadcrumbs, we throw in some pork spice, we make some burgers out of that. You cook that burger, and then you throw on some really thin sliced green apples and some brie cheese. Oh, that's like,
yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
oh man, it's just awesome.
Yeah. And like I said, I enjoy to mix it as well.
Yep.
And I use the rough numbers 75-25.
Yep.
And yeah, I've done applesauce myself,
Okay.
and instead of putting like I'll use the yolk,
Yep.
I'll get rid of the white, and I'll put applesauce in.
What? Don't get rid of the white. Just leave it in there.
No.
Good God, man. Ah.
Telling you.
Ah.
It just, you use the yolk for the binding,
Yeah.
and then I substitute the white
Okay.
with applesauce.
Huh.
So you get the tanginess of the applesauce.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going,
Yeah.
I've had enough coffee that I may just have to go over and start making a little something.
What?
But yeah, no, it's.
Are you talking breakfast? Now you're talking breakfast and like coffee and Bailey's or coffee and Croix de Bois. And you're like, you're making your omelet. And now it's great because summer's here. So I can go out.
I'm having this, but it's identifying as coffee.
Don't tell me that's moonshine, because it's not. It's not. So anyway,
I don't remember ever getting some from Quebec.
Just wait. I'll bring you some. I'm about to fire up some. So, like breakfast right now, you got your eggs from the chickens. You got some cheese. We want to do our cheese from the goats, but right now we don't have the goats, so we get some fresh cheese from Quebec. And then the best is, we go out in the morning, or I go out in the morning. I start the pan and I throw some butter in there. I grab some eggs and I throw 2 eggs in. I whip them up. So I make this omelet, and I drop the cheese in, and I go out to one of our gardens and I grab some fresh chives and I cut them up and I put them in the omelet. And then I throw in some salt and pepper, and grind that up. And I've got that fresh cheddar cheese in there and the salt and pepper. And then the good coffee in the morning too. I'm like, it's just like, life is good. Life is good.
There's a maple it's what the hell's the name of it? Anyways, it's a maple cream.
The Wayne Gretzky one?
No,
No.
stand by.
Coeur de Bois?
It no.
I keep saying Coeur de Bois, but I'm like, I need to roll my R's more for French. It's like Coeur de Bois.
This
Because
here is to die for.
yeah, the Coeur de Bois. So yeah. So that must be like the Ontario version of Coeur de Bois. So yeah, I'm positive that is.
Cream,
Yep.
sugar, maple
maple.
syrup,
Yep.
alcohol. It's rum, caramel, natural flavors.
Yeah.
And I'm just seeing where it's made, but
So that's
Province de Quebec.
I'm positive that is the Ontario version of Coeur de Bois.
Cohensville.
Coeur de Bois.
I tell you what,
I
This
tell
is-
you what, that
this
is
is some good stuff in the coffee.
Yeah. So yeah, between that and then next I would put Bailey's and then maybe the Wayne Gretzky stuff.
No, the 40 Creek is better than all that.
The 40 Creek is not bad actually. Yeah. But I
Their
wouldn't put that
cream, their cream is so smooth. Oh,
I need to learn how to make my own. I need to take some of my distilled stuff and learn how to make my own.
how about I send you the recipe?
How about you do that?
All right.
And then I will bring you some on my extract. I'm about to fire up. I noticed I've got 3 packs of rum yeast and I've got 4 packs of whiskey yeast. And I don't know if you saw my Facebook post, but I found a 30-liter wood barrel in Ontario.
No.
So it was the guy who actually used to make wine barrels for Prince Edward County wineries in Ontario.
Okay.
And he moved north of London, out by Clinton, Ontario. So he makes his own wine barrels and wine barrel accessories. So you can buy candle holders with like the wine staffs and that sort of stuff. And so I was driving by to one of my clients and I saw this place and I was like, whoop, whipped around, turned around, go back. And he had this little barn and a little shop. So I went into the barn because it was kind of open. And it was like, okay, he's got this white oak Canadian made barrel for like $500. And I'm like, I can't afford that. I'm like, oh. So I was looking at some other stuff and he came out and I'm like, dude, I need a barrel for making my rum and my whiskey. And he's like, okay. I said, the white Canadian oak is way too expensive. $500 for a 30-liter barrel. I can't afford that. He's like, all right, I got one for you. So we go inside his shop and he's got some stuff from Portugal. And it's like a 30-liter, I want to say chestnut barrel for like $250. Okay. So what he does is it comes as a 30-liter barrel. It's charred on the inside, same as the white oak. But they do a beeswax coating on the inside because if you do...
I've never heard of that.
I know. So if you do like white oak, it's like no problem. It osmosis. It's like our cedar hot tub. If you haven't seen any of our hot tub videos, you see how the color goes into the water and that kind of stuff. So it's the same thing. But he said because it's chestnut instead of white oak, you don't want as much of that going into the whiskey or the rum. So they put a beeswax coating on the inside to help prevent so much of that osmosis into the finished liquor. I'm like, oh, okay. But like $250 compared to $500, I'm like, let's try it. Let's go.
Well, that's it.
Yeah. So I'm going to promote this guy, Pete Bradford Coopers. He used to make wine barrels for Prince Edward County in Ontario. And I was like, dude, did you take Visa? And he's like, no. But I'll let you take this barrel and you pay me EMT money transfer when you have the time. Like, wow. Okay.
Well, so I am looking. I've got a hell of a deal on a big barrel from 40 Creek.
Mm.
They are originally used.
Yeah.
All I have to do is fill it up and roll it for a year. And I've got a batch of, I think it's 100 liters or whatever. Whatever the big barrel is.
Okay.
I'm
not sure what.
3/4 full
Okay.
of. I don't know if it's distilled water. The gentleman was telling me I just have to go down to Grimsby to pick it up.
Okay.
But it is. It's. I roll it for 1 year.
Okay. What do you mean roll it?
So you fill it up and then
Okay.
you roll it like every day. You roll it a quarter turn.
Ooh.
And you just keep rotating it a quarter turn. I'm going off of what I was told. I've got friends that have done it, and they said that a year down the road, don't try to do it at 9 months. You got to do your 12 months. Every couple days or whatever, you rotate the barrel. You just turn it.
What's in it?
So I guess it's pulling the liquor out of the wood.
What's in it? Water?
Well, you add water to it.
No,
It's-
dude. No.
It's had 10-year-old copper distilled whiskey in it.
Okay. No, you
So
need
the
to.
wood is full.
No, but you need to put something else in it. You need to put some other liquor in it.
No, from
Yeah.
what the gentleman was telling me, this particular one, you don't need any other liquor
No.
except for water.
No.
I'm just going from the guy from 40 Creek, and their barrels are $200. I was going to buy 2 of them.
No, don't do it. No. If you're putting something else in it, yes. But
Well-
don't put water in it.
We are doing
Water's not going to do anything for you. So,
so. Somebody's put me on to a 50-liter still,
okay.
just
Which
a little
is-
still. I don't
it-
need anything any bigger.
50 liters is what I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I figure the guy that's going to sell me the thing is from Shawville, Quebec.
Okay.
You know where Shawville is?
No.
Just
So
Pembroke,
here's
on the other
thing.
side of Pembroke, on the
In-
Quebec side.
From my 50 liter still,
Yep.
I get about 12 liters out of it. And that's
Night
mixed-
Lila.
that's with water added.
Okay.
So that would take it down from about 70%, 75% down to about 40, 45%.
Okay.
So with your 12%, now you're looking at how many 50-liter runs do you have to do. So for my 30-liter barrel, I need to do at least 3 runs in my 50-liter still to fill up that 30-liter barrel, which means, yeah,
Okay. I see what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah. Night, Lila.
And you need to put in, what you want to get out. So basically, if I'm getting 75 to 65% out,
Yeah.
which will make usually about, I want to say about 8 liters. And then you
Okay.
water it down to 45%. That gives you about 12 liters. And then you stick that in your barrel. So you're looking at basically 3 runs in a 50-liter still to give you a full 30-liter barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's something that I'm very, very new at.
Yep.
And, I know you're into it. And, we may have to give some to the mod father whenever he comes to Canada.
Yo, what's going on?
Going on, Darren? How you doing?
Hey.
All I can say is let's hear it for the great state of Texas.
Hey, I might be moving there if things continue the way they are up here.
The reason
But ask him where it's made, though, Darren.
So Darren, it's called Texas Crown. Texas Crown. But guess where it's made?
Where?
Canada.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Crown Royal plant.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's imported. Made in Canada. Product of Canada. I guess wherever they make the Canadian crown, I guess that's where it's from.
Out west in Alberta.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Alberta. It's made.
Alberta makes everything great.
Yeah, but my wife's been doing a lot of canning. You know that, right?
Yeah.
She canned me up a little bit of this.
Oh, what's that?
It's a sipping cream.
A sipping cream. It's nice and clear.
It's not sipping cream, it's moonshine. But
Is it real moonshine, or is it like what Scott says? It's like,
man, I wouldn't
bought it in a store.
I wouldn't know one from the other because this comes from old Mark and Digger's rye apple moonshine. So whatever that is.
Here's the thing: is what I call moonshine is not something you buy in a store. If you're buying it in a government authorized store, it's not moonshine.
Yeah, then this is just fire water.
Okay.
We'll just call it that then.
All right.
Fire
All right.
water. Woo!
All good. All good.
We
You know
won't
what?
call it moonshine.
So
It's
that's
still-
right from West Virginia.
I tell you what it is though, it's great for killing ants.
It, it still does the same thing, right?
Hey,
Yeah,
Jody.
The net result is still the same.
Exactly.
Oh, Jody, it would light his hair on fire. It certainly would.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I had to come up to show you this Texas Crown. I couldn't believe it.
Nice.
Yeah, I got this about 6 months ago, and I haven't touched it yet because it's imported, so it's worth money. It's from Canada.
Yeah. Well, you got to
Don't
open
worry,
that.
we got lots more. We'll send down to you. No problems.
It says Texas Crown. I said, okay, well, it must be pretty good. Then I look at it, it says product of Canada. Get a rope.
You know all the good stuff comes from up here.
Absolutely.
Well, I know the good maple syrup comes from up there because I got some. And that's amazing.
Exactly.
I'm talking about the stuff from the tree. I ain't talking about stuff from the store.
Jesse, can my mods get rid of that, please?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Okay,
Oh. No.
let me get him. Let me get him. Boom, boom, boom,
Oh, dude.
boom.
I don't think I'm a mod.
You're
I was
not?
like, I don't think so. I was about to like
Comment in the chat.
smash that.
I'm trying to go back up to see where you commented before you jumped up, but I can't find it.
It's all good.
Well, no.
I just commented now.
Oh, there you are.
So Darren, I searched high and I searched low, and this is what I found. I found this on the internet.
What's that one?
It cost me $200 a bottle.
It's backwards, but I kind of recognize that.
Yeah. So it's rumsum, which is
Did
ramming
he-
the rums backwards.
Nice.
This is pure D, 100% sugar maple sweetness,
Damn.
made in Canada by a Canadian.
Yep.
Are you sure he's a real Canadian?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he says he is. I don't know.
Yeah. Does he
He may
say
be what-
A?
Maybe
Hey?
he's from Newfoundland.
Oh, wow.
Them Newfie boys.
Yeah. But this stuff here, Jesse, oh my God, it's smooth.
Yeah.
But it does give you a headache in the morning.
Yeah, that's the Coeur de Bois,
Yeah.
but Ontario version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Cabot Trail.
Yeah, so it's basically a maple cream, sort of like Bailey's, but with a lot more maple in it.
Yeah. 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 It's 15%,
So
15%
yummy.
alcohol.
Yeah.
That's good over ice cream too, Scott.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what's awesome over ice cream? So here's the thing,
Hi,
guys.
Lisa.
If you guys take like a vanilla ice cream and you pour, say, an Islay scotch over top, just kind of drizzle your Islay scotch over vanilla ice cream, just a little bit, not a whole lot. And then you take some ground pepper and you put that pepper right over top.
Pepper.
You will thank me for that.
Okay, I might have to try that.
Yeah.
Well, there's vanilla ice cream, and then
Yep.
there's butter pecan ice cream. But
Okay.
you
Yeah.
You know what's even better than vanilla or butter pecan ice cream? It's butter. It's a vanilla ice cream covered with butter pecan sipping cream.
Killing me.
Oh, my.
Killing me.
Your vanilla ice cream, and then oh my goodness, it makes you
Ah.
want to slap your mama.
Oh, Darren, you want to see his stash that he's got.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. I have a collection of tequila bottles. I like tequila bottles, especially some of the real ornate and coming from Mexico.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I got quite a few of those.
Nice.
But like I said, I don't open them. They're collector items. In fact, some of them are one of 300, one of 200, that kind of stuff.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Because
That's neat.
yeah, because I like to collect the bottles, and there's
Yeah.
some really nice tequila bottles. Tequila is probably one of the most famous drinks in Mexico, right, or even south of the border. So there's a lot of companies making tequila. Patron.
So,
But they think Patron's not from Mexico. They make that in Nevada.
okay. So now
Interesting.
here's a question. Does the best tequila have worms, or is that just a wives' tale?
No, that's not even tequila. That's
Mezcal.
yeah, it's mezcal. Mezcal it's almost like diesel is to gasoline, like gasoline is. It's the diesel of gasoline.
The good mezcal is really freaking good though.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
good.
if you take the real mezcal and you drink it in the actual little clay sipping cups that they make, oh man, that's just like
Yeah, but mezcal, the one with the worm, is not true tequila.
no,
Okay.
no,
Well,
it's mezcal
question.
instead of tequila.
Mezcal.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a gimmick myself, but I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it was funny you mentioned the rare bottles. So I had a bottle of no, you can't see it on the video, but up here on the shelf, I had a bottle of Floki scotch. So we got that in Iceland, and it was Floki scotch distilled with sheep
You're
dung.
back.
Oh my goodness.
And I had a bottle that we finished, and it was sitting here up on the shelf. And the kids come in the door here, and they slam the door, and my book fell on the bottle and knocked the bottle off. So I came home from like a month being away, and there's a smashed bottle on the floor, and it's my Floki sheep dung. And I'm like, oh, that's just sad. I think I have another bottle somewhere around, but I've got that one right there. So that one's the volcanic. What is it? It's the volcanic vodka from Iceland. So it's from the ashes we rise.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I had that, but I'm pretty sure I've got another bottle of the Floki stuff around here somewhere.
All right, Scott. Here's the mezcal right here.
Okay.
100% agave, and you can see the worm. Well, maybe you can't. There's the worm right there at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
That's
see.
awesome.
They say if you make it to the worm and you eat the worm, you will hallucinate. You will see all kind of
No
stuff.
shit.
If you make it to the bottom. No, but some people, what they do, they'll drink it. They'll put their tongue and stop it, and let the worm come all the way down, and then they drink. So they drink the worm with it. But yeah, that's some rough tequila, if you want to call it tequila. Like the smooth stuff is what I like. I like the so they make the clear, and they make the
Okay.
aged, different levels of aged tequila. The clear is my favorite. It's just by far the best.
Nice.
The age gives you like you were talking about the barrel, the aged barrel, because they age it, and you'll get whatever the flavored wood that they use to age it with into the tequila.
That's mine.
Oh, this is Lisa's. This is her favorite. It's called Ghost.
Oh, what's that one?
Can you
Is that
tell
a
it's almost
wine?
gone?
No. I used it in my strawberry margarita jam.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
Trust me, Darren. This stuff is excellent tequila because it has a heat to it.
Okay.
It's not the normal heat that you get from tequila. I'm talking about like if you just had a habanero pepper.
Yeah.
Oh.
On the back
But
end.
Oh, really?
it's not to where you can't stand it. Yeah, it's not where you can't stand it. It just has a heat aftertaste.
Really good.
That's
flavor.
Really good
interesting.
flavor. Yes, it's called Ghost. 100% agave azul. You got to go try it or go get it. I'm gonna see you have it up there or down there. Yeah. It's called Blanco Spicy.
That's interesting.
Blanco Spicy. Yeah. But Ghost, it's very, very it's smooth and tasty.
Interesting.
That aftertaste when you have with tequila without having some lime or something. This is really smooth because it has that pepper, that habanero aftertaste.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. That's neat.
Yeah. And Lisa's been making a strawberry jam with tequila. So when you get the jam, doesn't have liquor in it because it burns off, right? But it gives you the flavor of the heat. And the tequila, it's not much, but it does give you a little flavor there. But I don't know if they have it in Canada or not, but it's very tasty.
Let's see here.
Are you guys seeing this? The barrel?
What?
Are you guys seeing the barrel at all or no?
No?
What barrel?
Son of a. No, I'm trying to share the picture of the barrel I have,
Oh.
but I don't think it's actually sharing.
So, Darren, I was going to ask you about your wall behind you. Is that are you
Yeah.
not? You're in an office. You're not in a tool shed or anything, are you? You're in an actual office, and that stuff. Wall?
So this is kind of my mudroom. So we've got like, you know, the house, and then we've got this kind of entryway into the house.
Right.
So I kind of set up my office in the entryway, and it was kind of like, I threw all my stuff in this. So
Yeah, it looks like you have some stuff that you like or stuff that you want to display.
yeah, so I've got a number of my books, as you can see here. Some of my fly fishing stuff here. I got more of my fly fishing stuff here. The rug was brought to me by my buddy's girlfriend who was in Afghanistan.
Oh.
Even though my buddy who spent 3 tours in Afghanistan never brought me anything.
Oh no, but the wife did.
Yeah. So some of my snares and stuff.
Yeah,
some
I see
old
that.
school snares. Some of the skulls that we found on the property. All these here are coins that were either given to me or were mine. So
Are they challenge coins or
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one here is mine from my regiment, Queen's
Right.
York Rangers, Armored Reconnaissance.
Right.
I've got ones from Seesaw, Sijairu, from buddies. My buddy Drew, who was killed in Afghanistan,
Right.
or he was killed in Iraq by friendly fire from the fucking Kurds. Yeah, and then some other stuff.
Yeah.
So
No, we
Yeah,
can't buy it here, Jesse.
I just wasn't sure if you were in an office or in like in.
no, I
Like-
did 3.5 years in the reserves. That's it. That's all. I had lots of buddies who were Reg Force, lots of buddies who were Special Forces, but myself, no, I did 3.5 years in the reserves, Armored Reconnaissance. Armored Reconnaissance in an ILTIS.
Yeah, but you still had to go train. You still had to go to basic. You still had to go to AIT or Advanced Individual Training.
Yeah,
Still had to do
BMQ, basic military
Yeah.
qualifications, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I didn't do much. I volunteered for Afghanistan twice, got passed over because I wasn't a kiss ass. So
Oh,
yeah, but we won't go there. That's
Yeah.
just yeah.
Yeah,
Well, thank
that's
you
what
for-
Kyle is right now, is in the reserves. And he's going to stay there until he becomes an MP in the Reg Force.
Yeah.
He's going to remuster over to the Reg Force.
Yeah.
so I was in the Army for 3 years myself. 3 years regular and 3 years reserve. But
Nice.
that's where I met Lisa. By the way, that's where I met my wife. She wasn't in the military, but I was stationed with her brother in
Oh,
Germany.
cool.
And then I met her in Germany when her brother was getting married. Her and her mom and dad went to the wedding, and that's when I met him.
Neat. That's
And-
cool.
And yeah, and then she was supposed to stay there 2 weeks, and she stayed 7 months. So we dated during that time she was there, and then I came back. She came back, then I came back, and then we got married, and the rest is history. 39
that's
years.
awesome.
39 years this August.
Wow.
So
That's cool.
You need a medal, buddy.
yeah.
I
Purple,
Oh, I didn't know she was in the room.
It's one big room.
Oh.
Not even in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen making some watermelon jam.
You gotta love them open
Oh.
concept homes.
Watermelon jam?
Yeah, she's making. You know, she's in the last week. She's canned
I
over.
need you guys to hook me
jars.
up with some of that.
We'll tighten you up.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, send me your address, Darren. My email's in the about page.
I will.
Yeah.
That is epic.
I
Yeah.
hope it comes out.
Yep.
I tell you what, they sent me 3 bottles of jam. Well, 2 jam, 1 jelly or marmalade. They're gone.
Oh wow,
Oh yeah, Kyle got right into it and just they're gone.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so she's made strawberry tequila,
Strawberry margarita.
strawberry margarita,
Prickly
Oh.
pear,
prickly pear jam,
strawberry mango. jam.
strawberry mango, regular mango.
Damn.
Prickly,
That's what I got was mango.
Guava.
It was
Wow.
so funny because we were planting stuff out in the garden today, and we were looking at our spiral herb garden and medicinal garden and all that, and we were trying to figure out what's what because sometimes we're like, I can't remember what we planted, so we were smelling the one. And it's like that's mint. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's mint. Yep, that's mint. I'm like, oh, mojitos.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So she's been really busy. I mean, like I said, in the last week, she's done over 70 jars of jam.
Oh man,
Good
that's
God, Lisa.
Well, see,
we
we got
haven't even started.
we got the produce markets over here, the farmers market, and they're just loaded with vegetables and fruits and all
We've
kinds.
just started planting.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. But they've got their first crops off already. Like their strawberries are already up. Oh, for God's sakes. Would you take a friggin' hike, you loser?
God. I've been reporting them first, Scott, before I.
Perfect. That's all we can do, guys.
Yeah.
Let Jesse report them before you hide them.
Yeah, don't hide them. Let me report them first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need no girls. I got my woman.
I gotta say, that's the first time I've been hit by a troll in 3 months.
Yeah.
That's not a strawberry.
Yeah, so you see this right here? So we went to the produce market or the farmer's market, and we found these. These are called lychees. Have you heard of them?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, I've heard
I've
of those.
eaten them. They're different, but they're good.
Yeah, so what I liked about them is they almost, I mean, they're real rough. They have a rough texture to them, almost like sandpaper, like rough sandpaper.
Yeah.
But they peel. See, I just started peeling. Let's see if
Oh, it's really easy to peel once you can get.
they peel like an egg. You know, they peel like an egg, and the inside is completely white, like a grape.
They peel like an egg, so what you're saying is some are easier than others.
Correct. No, but when you peel it, it comes apart really easy.
That's awesome.
So you see how it's coming apart, just like an egg.
It's got a very unique taste. You either love it or you hate it.
Really?
Yeah. So
Yes.
see, I take it off right there.
It's got the texture of like a grape. If you peel a grape,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very
It's
juicy.
got a very big pit in the middle.
Oh, wow.
the pits are toxic.
Yeah, you don't want to eat the pits; they're toxic. But the flesh is outstanding. It's like white meat. And then there you go with the pit.
Huh.
They had them there at the farmer's market, and I said, I got to try some of them.
They're expensive.
And they're very expensive because
Wow.
it's an Asian fruit called lychee. They're spelled Ly, but pronounced lychee.
That's wild.
It's like that word earlier, Darren, you were trying to pronounce. It's derecho. Derecho is Latin for straight ahead.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, they were probably calling it derecho or derecho. But it's
I
dead
forget what they call it, but yeah.
dead etch. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just straight ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry for all that loss you guys had, man. That was amazing. That y'all even had that kind of weather. I mean,
It was
We
crazy.
never have.
I
We
know.
never have that kind of weather up here.
No.
And then when you started your live and you were sitting there going, I mean, outside everything was going in circles, and then all of a sudden, get your beep, and then all of a sudden that's all we heard, and then you were gone. I said, oh
Wow.
no.
Yeah. It was it. I've been through 3 close tornadoes,
Yeah.
and this was just as severe as those.
That one was just a
Wow.
little too close. Yeah.
Ouch.
Well, we live down here in the Gulf Coast, so we're constantly getting tornadoes and hurricanes and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
we've
That's
been
it. You get them all the time.
we've
You
been
guys are used to it, eh?
well, and that's not what we're used to. It's easier to prepare for a hurricane than it is a tornado, obviously, because you see it coming. You can plan, you can predict.
Ah.
But a tornado, you don't
Huh.
know where it's hit.
Oh, I guess that's true, eh?
Yeah. And then
Oh.
so like what you guys had up there. I mean, we have those all the time down here, and hurricane. I mean, we get the thunderstorms. Like my wife's from Oregon, they just get rain. They just get. I mean, it's just rain.
Right.
But
right.
here we get thunderstorms. I mean, it'll build up and cloud up, and then just come down a gully washer, and it causes tornadoes and all kind of stuff. But not up in Oregon.
Oh, Tasha, say hi to Jamie for me. Thank you. Oh, and if she wants to verify, here, hang on. There you go. How do we do it? See, Jamie? There's no. See?
No marks.
Well, no. Jamie likes the color of my eyes. Tasha's girlfriend. And she thought it was a filter. And I'm like, no, that's my eyes. But yeah.
Darren, you got your chickens, all your chickens back in your chicken coop now? I know you were
So we
having
got all our Chanticleer, the egg layers, are in their chicken coop. We were letting them free range for a bit, but with all the new stuff we're planting and seeding, we planted our potatoes. We did kind of like a roost out method on that, but they started digging up the straw and the mulch and pulling out the potatoes and pulling out the seeds. So we've kind of left them in their coop. They've got like a little run out the back where they can go. So we've left them there. We throw them some compost from the kitchen, some like eggshells and banana peels and all that kind of stuff. So we throw that out to them. They can stay there for now. We got our meat chickens. We got 40 of those. However, we've lost, I think, two or three so far. Meat chickens are horrible for losses that way.
Yeah.
So they're out behind the garage. We
you
got
got to constantly move them.
what's that?
You have to constantly move them.
No, we've done kind of like they've got their own little shelter in the door. So and a heat lamp. So we've got this little heat lamp sheltered. So they go into this area with the heat lamp, and we close them in at night, and then we open up in the morning. So we've got, I don't know, I want to say it's like 20 by 40 foot space where they come out and they can free range on the clover and stuff. They don't really free range too much. They walk a few steps and they sit down on their butt and they eat. But still,
Now on your hens and your roosters, your normal egg laying hens and roosters, I wouldn't think you would free range those up there with all the the predators, the vultures and the eagles and stuff up there, right?
The interesting thing is we don't have that many. So our Chanticleers, they free range when we want them to free range, they free range nonstop all over the entire property. There aren't that many aerial predators for them, and the entire street, I want to say, has sled dogs, so they're constantly barking and howling. So we don't tend to have actually that many fox or coyotes or anything like that as well, which is nice.
We
So
lost 30
kinda
egg
trade off-
layers this year.
we kind of trade off the sound of the dogs with the predators. So
Yeah.
that's brutal to lose that amount.
Yeah.
30 egg layers we lost this spring
Ah.
due to foxes, raccoons.
Ouch.
So they should be in this week.
Ouch.
And our meat birds, I think we're going to get 40 in next
Okay.
week. And we've got 15 turkeys in right now.
Okay.
They've almost got their feathers in, like they're in their own room in the barn. But yeah, I just had my last turkey from the farm last weekend. I did one
Yeah.
up. I did him up on the barbecue.
Yeah.
My God, it was good.
Nice.
And Scott, earlier when you were mentioning about the pigs, what brand of pig was that? The real long ones?
I'm gonna have to double check the name.
Okay.
He's crossbred and like he's worked on different genetics to make this the best pig possible. Like, I've had some people on here go, "You're crazy. You're paying $150 a pig. I pay 40." But you talk to them more and more and more, a lot of those pigs are inbred. So you're starting to play with genetics that doesn't really tickle my fancy.
Yeah.
Where this guy, this is his life. Same as Rob. He has developed a totally sustainable farm where Barney the bull and all the ladies never have to go anywhere because we only eat the babies. We only eat the second year calves.
Right.
But because they're mixed with a red Angus, they're still registered with the Heart Institute as a safe red meat. And because Barney's 2,500 pounds, the ladies are, I don't know, Darren, 600 pounds, 700 pounds
Oh, geez.
would be roughly the ladies.
See, we only raise our pigs up to be about
No.
240.
I'm talking Highland cow now.
Oh, our Highlands? Our Highlands are running
The females.
Females.
800-ish.
Yeah. So,
Maybe.
so 700 to 800 pounds is,
Yeah.
but so my calf that I bought this year, she was born last April. So we're going on what, 14 months roughly? She's already bigger than her mom. I will get, if I butcher her January, I will get about 600 to 700 pounds of meat
Wow.
from her.
That's a lot.
And they have taken to the garlic salt blocks.
Yep.
Like it also helps with fertility of Barney. It helps the girls to have easier heats. It's tremendous what garlic and salt does.
So you are the garlic
And
salt.
the fly,
Larva?
like Darren knows the amount of flies on an Angus cow is tremendous. I'd say our girls, we've only put 2 blocks in with them so far, and we are minimum 50% less
Nice.
fly.
Mm.
And that means a lot to those girls because of the double coat. And
Now,
I'm still working on a sponsorship, but once that comes through,
the garlic block actually make a difference in the taste of the meat?
not really.
No.
There's not enough to warrant meat. So that's one question I've posed to them. I'm like, is this going to change either the quality of the meat or the taste? And the guy that I was talking to is not an engineer. He's pretty much a sales guy that's trying to push their stuff. But I got to say, hats off. He has told me, I don't know. I'm going to my engineer department. That's as a end user, that's all I can ask for is, yeah, I don't know what, but I'm going to find out for you. So hopefully this week I should hear back from him and see how it goes. But yeah, no, it's tremendous how, just what garlic can do. And it's natural.
Right.
Like they can eat
Scott,
natural garlic in the field.
I'm going to have to jump off. My dog is harassing me to go outside, so I'm going to have to take him out for a quick walk. So everyone take care. Have a great night. I love you guys.
All right.
Take care, man. Love you too, man.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yes,
All right.
sir. Take care, Darren. But yeah, no, the garlic is just enough that it is going to ward away fly larvae. The larvae are not going to survive in the double hide of a Highland. And it's the amount of information that I've learned from these folks is tremendous. And, Rob has spent probably 7 years trying to make the farm self-sufficient. And he's done it.
Now, what do you do about? Do you guys have ticks up there? I'm sure you do, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we have ticks. No, not near the levels that you guys do because we have a winter season which kills them off.
Yeah, right. But do they infiltrate the hide or the hair of the Highlands?
It will gnaw at it, but it can't get through the leather. Especially with a Highland, they've got to get through 2 layers of hair. Plus you've got the hide. So 9 times out of 10, the girls are either going to scratch it off with their horn, or if they're in the underbrush, they love to walk around the junipers. The junipers are like a great big comb to Highland cattle.
I was going to say a loofah, cow loofah.
Well, or a loofah, sure.
Yeah.
But it's enough that just walking underneath the junipers is enough that it scratches all this loose shit and gets it off the cows.
Right, off their hair. Yeah. So,
like I say, so every time we go to process, so Rob's son-in-law, he sells all his cattle to a gentleman in Quebec.
Right.
And he buys from all the farms around here of Highland cattle. He fattens them up. And Highland cattle only want grass. So, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, and this is not a statement to throw anybody in YouTube under the bus. But if you, unfortunately, up here is a very good place to have Highland cattle because we have rich, nutritious grass, hay. Renfrew County is known for their quality of hay, and that's where I live, is in Renfrew County. A lot of our hay goes down to Florida to the racetracks, and the $1 million horses eat hay from Renfrew County because of the quality and the nutrients in our grass / hay.
Right.
And, you know, our girls just go for a walk and they get that. So, if you see anybody feeding them anything other than grass and hay, they're doing it for views. Unfortunately, I've seen them give them like tortilla shells.
Well, maybe they're doing it because they think it's a snack.
No, it's not a snack. You're hurting the breed. You know, they are a grass-fed breed. End of story. Yes, once you get down pretty much the south side of the Mississippi line, you are looking at next to zero nutrition in the grass / hay. Unless they've spent a lot of money trying to up their quality, like Farmer Tyler Ranch. He's a young farmer, rancher. He's recently quit his job. He's in Northern California. He spends a lot of money putting the nutrients back into his land. And he's got red Angus, black Angus, you know, he deals pretty much in Angus. Now, he did get a Hereford bull just to kind of play with genetics and changed up his genetics a little bit. So 2 years ago, he brought in Hereford bulls and mated his Angus with Hereford. Well, which was great because he reset his genetics. So now he's back to black Angus. So, you know, and that's what's behind me is actually white Angus. I've never heard of it. But hopefully I can catch the girls on film whenever they're down feeding behind my house. I'd really like to try the meat. And next year, what I might do is get a Angus and put it right in behind the house. You know?
You ever make it to Texas, I can take you some couple places down here that serve some really good black Angus steaks.
There's lots of places up here too with Angus. Now, I got to say, predominantly there's a lot of Hereford breed around this area. A lot of people are seeing the benefit of Highland cattle. So what I said to Rob is, why don't we look at starting a farm store
Oh, really?
and sell Highland cattle meat? The demand for it is atrocious. Like I could easily sell 6 to 7 cattle right now. There's just, you know, if
And
once I get, you know what's going on right now, and once I get that all taken care of, I'm actually thinking about getting 2 or 3 girls myself.
well, the price of meat's just skyrocketed up down here.
Well,
I mean,
same
I don't
as
know.
here.
I don't know what you're paying for just ground beef per pound.
$7.99 roughly if it's not on sale. $8.99.
But that's Canadian, right? So that's going to be a little bit.
So
Well,
add,
about
well, you're adding 20 cents per dollar,
per dollar, yeah.
roughly.
So yeah, because we're paying what was it, $3.99 the other day when we went, Lisa?
No,
Or was it
it was only $12.
But
Oh,
don't forget, we have
$5.
different rules for
$5?
meat.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are 30 days without antibiotics. We're 6 months.
Wow.
Same as our milk. Our milk is so strict. And that's, Uncle Trump there. That was a huge thing that he tried to do, was knock off the tariff for milk product. And our farmers were like, whoa, 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 whoa. We're not even in the same ballpark, let alone, so yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely. They can come across and sell it for $3.99, a gallon.
But the rules are different. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
like you're not even playing.
And if you're not going to change the rules,
right,
then
make
you
it
can't
equal.
allow this,
Correct.
because you're going to kill our milk industry.
Right.
And
It's got to be
our milk industry is very, very strong. I've got 3 milk. I really should see if I can go through their barns. I have one that's a minute from me. I've got one that's 10 minutes from me, and I have one that's actually within an hour. I've probably got about 16 milk barns. But, it, like they said, you just have to, like there you go. In Nova Scotia, Canada, great freelance farmer.
God dang it.
$10 for 1 gallon of milk in Nova Scotia. Their strip loin, just strip loin, $17 a pound. What? It's crazy. And I'll be totally transparent. My cow cost me $600.
Wow, $10 per gallon.
Now, we're nowhere near that. We're $5. We're for yes, I know all my American friends, sit down. We buy milk by the bag in Canada, not the jug. So 3 bags of milk is a gallon. So they're a little over a liter per bag. And for God's sakes, go away.
I already took care of that one.
The latest one? Oh,
Yeah.
showing you didn't get them.
The last person I see on here is Great Farmer Freelance.
Oh, okay. Well, he's back again.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me get him. So he's using a VPN and he's just circling back is what he's doing.
You guys ain't got nothing better to do.
You know what? It's okay. We've only got adults in here now this time of night, so I'm not really too overly concerned about it. But like seriously, you know, go live underneath your rock somewhere. But I'm just trying to think. So hang on, just let me open up my Metro flyer. It just came in today. Wow. Metro, use once. Metro Empire. Yeah. Show me the. Oh my God. So this week, we have boneless, skinless chicken breasts. It's on sale for $4.99 a pound,
Okay.
which is an amazing price. What other meat have we got on sale this week? Asparagus, local Canadian, Ontario asparagus, $2.99 a pound, which is absolutely amazing. And it's that time of year. Cherries are on sale right now. Oh, here we go. Our butcher's finest. Premium grill Angus T-bone, bone-in strip loin steaks, $15.99 a pound. Short ribs, Manhattan style short ribs, $9.99 a pound. A premium pork shoulder chop. Like I sell for $4.50 a pound. Farm raised, no antibiotic, no nothing. They want $4.50 a pound for their processed stuff.
Okay.
What else have we got going on here?
How much is your bacon up there running?
Oh, bacon is crazy. Oh, there you go. You asked about no. Oh, there we go. Maple leaf bacon, thick cut, 500 grams. So you're looking at a pound, $11.99 a pound.
Ours was $14.99 for two.
Yeah, but that's 2 pounds, right?
Yeah, $14.99.
Yeah, we're paying $14.99 for the thick cut bacon, $14.99 for 2.
Probably from Costco.
Yeah.
Correct.
So Costco, we get 3 pounds because they come in a package of 3 that's sealed.
Ours are 2 sealed.
Okay, so we get 3 sealed, and it's $16.99.
Okay, so ours is 2 sealed for $14.99.
Okay, so it's pretty close.
It used to be $11.99.
Yeah, it used to be no cheaper than that. It used to be like $9.
Yes.
Probably a year ago. 2 years
Well,
ago.
since
$9.
the pandemic, they've really went crazy.
Right. But I mean, just like in the grocery store, just a regular box, a package of Oscar Mayer original center cut bacon. No maple, no hickory, just normal Oscar Mayer bacon costs $79.99 for 12 ounces.
How many pounds is that?
It's not even a pound, it's 12 ounces. It's less than a pound.
16.
Okay,
16
Yeah,
ounces is a
so-
pound. So 12 ounces for $8.
Yeah, that's roughly what we are as well. We're about $7.99
Yeah.
for Schneider's, which is the Canadian brand,
Yeah.
or Olympia. Olympia. Well, here Debbie just picked up a package today. So this is the grocery store that we buy from is Metro, and they're no-name brands called Selection, and that's what this is. And it's a pound. It's 375 grams, which is a pound.
Right.
That there, $8, $7.99.
Okay, so y'all are paying probably maybe $2 more than us.
Roughly.
Yeah,
This
rough.
is naturally smoked, regularly cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, so it's about,
But we can get Johnsonville maple flavored sausage strips for $4.49 for 12 ounces. That's maple flavored sausage.
hang on. We have those on sale this week too. Just give me a sec. Where did I see that?
Yeah, that's. I don't know if you can see that.
So we have a ground turkey and ground chicken is $4.99 a pound.
This is not. Yeah, no, this is.
Where the hell did I see that? I just saw it. Oh, there we go. Johnsonville. Maple sausage, $5.49 a package. And there's 2, 4, 6, 14 sausages, little breakfast sausages.
I don't know how much. I don't know how many this is, but this has got to be wrong. $224 for USDA steaks.
Dear God. They're nuts. Not unless that's the whole section.
It may be. It just doesn't say here. Maybe it's.
And then you have to cut your own steaks off of it. But
maybe it's for 10 of them. I don't know. It doesn't say.
yeah, you see, my best information, Murph, that I'm always on TikTok with. He's a butcher in Newfoundland.
Yeah.
And so he got 6 prime rib steaks for $25. But his boss is absolutely amazing. So it's cost plus 10%. So they don't, for meat, they don't shop anywhere else but through his boss.
Yeah.
But what they do is they do all the groceries for all the fishing boats. So
Yep. I think we
the
bought.
fishing boat that's going out for 3 months will stop and pull up to the wharf, and then they run their fish or their order to them. Like he said, he could cut 700 steaks, but the guys are gone for 3 months. And yeah, he looks after all that stuff, and it's quite neat. You know, hey Q, what's going on, girl? Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, no, the price of food. I'm sorry, I'm not one of these ones that wear tinfoil hats and say, that I'm not Chicken Little and the sky's not going to fall. But man, oh man, you guys are in more trouble than what we are. Like what I see happening down with you folks is it's crazy. Like, man, if you know of any one of your family members that can't get formula because mom can't breastfeed, let me know. I'll ship, you pay the costs and I'll ship it down because our grocery stores are full of it.
Yeah.
So, it
Hopefully
it's
all that,
like
hopefully
that
that'll change in November.
maybe one could hope.
Yeah, one could hope.
Something's got to give.
Yeah.
Same as us.
Yeah.
Like, Sparkle Socks. We can only support Sparkle Socks for so long. Ontario. We just had an election on Thursday, and the PCs got back in with a majority government.
Yeah.
I personally, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know who to trust because he's lied the whole first 4 years or the first year and a half, and then the pandemic hit. He did a pretty good job through the pandemic, but what the hell's going to happen now? I don't know. Is he going to look after his rich friends and say that screw the rest of yous?
Yeah, but he didn't do too good during that trucking issue y'all had down up there.
That wasn't him. That was Sparkle Socks.
That's what I'm
That
talking
was
about.
our prime minister.
That's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
talking our premier
Oh,
for
no,
the province.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Amen. That's why I call him Sparkle Socks.
Yeah.
He, he's friends to anybody that, lives in Nova Scotia, Canada. He's their friend down there.
Yeah. Hey, that's not where Brampton's at, is it?
No, that's where Shane is. I'm waiting for Shane's head to explode here in a second.
Okay.
I'm just twisting Shane up. That's all I'm doing.
Yep.
But
You're a property owner there in Nova Scotia. It's even better, isn't it?
yeah. Shane owns. Well, Shane, I believe, bought a family piece of land.
Yeah, he got from his family. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I tell you what, the only thing right now with Canada, and they got to pick up their socks very soon. And pardon the pun, calling them Sparkle Socks and picking up his socks, but pardon the pun, they got to start doing something for mental health because it's scary.
Well, yeah, it's down here too.
What's happening?
They're having all these mass shootings and stuff, and I don't want to get into all that, but they're having the same issue down here.
Yeah,
They're having the same issue.
yeah.
And it's got to be addressed.
Well, that's it. Like we were talking about that the other night, and I'm like, there was a bunch of, I guess it was a group of us over on TikTok talking, and I said, it'd almost be good that they vet them like what they do in Canada. If there's any mental health issues, they don't get a gun. Like, and your last big shooter in your state. Who goes up and shoots his grandma in the head? You're not stable. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, like, man. And that shit is going to happen more and more and more because of what's happened the last 3 years. And people couldn't get help.
Yeah.
And you guys are tenfold ahead where we are. Like, you know, he'd rather raise the carbon tax and price everybody out of their homes than to address, you know, a national, it's going to become a pandemic. It really is. And I hate to use that word, but mental health is a problem. Nobody can get help. Like in Newfoundland, they're 3 to 6 years to get help, to talk to somebody. Well, I'm sorry, but 3 to 6 years, it's over.
Yeah.
And man, my chest just tightens and I get so angry. Like, these people, they're lovely people. They're just going through some tough times. They need someone to talk to. And they're more worried about, you know, carbon than they are people's lives. And
I hear you.
it's just a friend of ours, her coworker, she works right beside. Her husband shot himself in the head on the way home the other day in Colorado.
Yeah.
He couldn't get help. Like, you know, like, and the biggest thing that I'm trying to get out is folks you're not alone. Like, talk. Like, you must trust somebody, you know? Like, I had one person come out to me yesterday and I'm like, you're not alone. You're not alone. So don't do something that's long term for a short term issue. Yes, it seems like it's the end of the world right now, but you know, we can talk through this. And it's pretty bad when, you know, you got to help one another because they can't get help. And it's sad. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Q. Yeah. It's been for decades, but after the last 3 years, it seems like it's hitting the adult population right now. Well, you know what? You know what's right after us? Adults. It's the kids. Like, you know, my son.
Well, it's already started with the kids. That guy was only 18 years old that killed his grandmother.
Yeah. No, she lived.
Well, I mean, shot his grandmother.
Yeah, she lived.
But his intention was to kill her.
No,
And
absolutely.
he's only 18. You know,
See,
so
I'm getting so angry now. I'm breaking my pen.
that's the one you broke.
I know. I'm running out of pens. But it's, you know, it's just
breathe.
Well, it just, you know, as an elected official, my hands are tied because the upper levels won't listen. I want to go out and help every one of my residents. I can't. I'm not, you know, I'm only an individual. I'm not a licensed psychologist or whatever, but goddamn, I'll listen to you. You know, I'll listen to your problems. I don't judge. Like, just stop. It's just one of those things, you know, that people think they're alone and people don't love them, and the amount of love that people have, you know, let them know on a daily basis. For
Well,
goodness sakes.
you can also judge the mental issue with the homeless issue. Think about the
Yeah.
homeless. A lot of those people that are homeless, I mean, they have
They've
mental
chosen.
but they have mental issues. So you'd have to have a mental disconnect to want to live on the streets. You
Yeah.
really would. You really would, because
Yeah.
I think, this is my opinion only, any sane person would want to prevent from living on the streets, because just the danger aspect, not necessarily the comfort aspect, but the danger aspect of it. You
Well,
know?
look at Jen and Wiley. Look at how many people get their stuff stole weekly.
Yeah,
Who wants to live like that?
exactly.
Who wants to have guns pointed at them all the time?
Yeah.
Like that's it. Obviously, yes, there is free spirits that just love to do the nomad stuff, but you know what? They're in vehicles. They're safe. That is that's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
But living out in the middle of nowhere with nothing,
Yeah. Eating out of garbage cans and that kind of stuff. You
Yeah.
have to survive. And I know that's a survival tactic. But there's people out there that are living on the streets that do have mental issues, and they need help.
absolutely. But like Jen and Wiley said, the government would rather just ship out of the bigger centers into use Jen and Wiley because they've said it online, so I know I can. The government ships them from Tulsa to Shawnee. Busloads, and drop them off.
Yeah.
Well, why can't you drop them off at, why can't we build these people a whole bunch of bunkies? So at least they have a safe place. They can lock a door and they're protected.
Well, here's my deal on that. We have shelters here. We have a lot of shelters in Texas. I mean, legitimate shelters where they can sleep, eat, get socks, get, clothing, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They don't want to go there because there's rules.
That's right.
And they don't want to abide by the rules. That's not
some of them are free spirits. Yes.
That's not saying that they're a bad person. They just don't want to. That's why they're on the street, because they don't want to abide by anybody's rules.
That's right.
Because we have the shelters, we have the food places, we have the places for them to eat, drink, shower, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But they don't want to conform to any kind of rules for going there.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you can't have the best of both worlds. Even yourself, you have rules you have to live by in order to live where you're living.
That's right. Yes, master. Yes, master. Yes, honey. Yes, honey, you are boss. I get it. Yeah. But it just, the whole homeless, it's almost like they need to, if you want to go into psychology, you're free.
Right.
You've got free healthcare, or you've got free tuition, schooling.
So let me tell you a little story. Okay, this is a true story about the homeless. I have a friend who's got a catering business. Okay. We were driving down the road one day and found this guy waving a sign saying, "Hey, need some food, need money for food or whatever." So he stopped and he says, "Hey, hop in. I'm going to take you to go get something to eat." He jumped in, took him to the catering business, fed him a meal, let him get cleaned up, and they were going to feed him 2 or 3 other meals to take with him, or give him 2 or 3 other meals to take with him. And while we're doing all this, you know what he says? "Hey, y'all need to hurry up and get me back to the street. I'm losing $300 an hour every time I'm not over there." He was more concerned about the money he was losing as opposed to where his next meal was coming from.
Yeah.
So there are some out there that are living on the street that are, if you will, scammers. You know, I'm not saying
Absolutely.
they're all like that. They're not, because they're, I mean, I'm talking about some of the ones that are asking for handouts.
Yeah.
Some are legitimately either homeless or don't have a vehicle or don't have a place to live or whatever, and they need money.
Yeah.
I understand that. But there are some that are out there only for the money because it's tax-free.
Mhm.
So he was getting on to us for not, because he wanted to go back to his corner. You know, I need to get back over there. Y'all are costing me $300 every hour, blah, blah, blah. I said, wait a minute, hold up. You know, we're doing this to give you some food and give you something, you know, get a way to clean up and all that kind of stuff. And his only concern was getting back to that corner.
Well, because if he didn't get back to that corner, somebody was going to move in on him,
Probably, yes.
and he'd lose his corner. He'd lose his corner.
But, you know, he was saying he was making $300 an hour.
Yeah.
And this was,
How much of that went to drugs, alcohol?
that's besides the point. Whether
Yeah.
he spends it all on cigarettes, booze, drugs, whatever he spends it on, that's beside the point. He's still getting that much money.
That's right.
And depend, I guess in Houston, depends on what corner you get. You could make 300 a month, an hour, or 1,000 an hour. You know, no telling. But my point by saying all that was that not everybody out there is truly homeless or truly
No.
There's some out there that are scammers. We got one right here, parks it by the gas station. He parks his Cadillac on the side, then takes his wheelchair and walks over to the corner and gets, you know, asks for money. But he parks his Cadillac right there at the store. When he's done for the day, he folds up his walker and takes it back to the car, puts it in the trunk, and drives off.
There's several things that you can find on YouTube that follow these people. And absolutely, like they said, I think it's like 10 to 15% are actually like they're well to do with the money that they're making off the street.
Yeah. And
You
it's
know,
all free.
that's it. Like Jody just said, you know, a man in their neighborhood stands at the intersection of a busy road. He made $2,000 a week in donations. That's disgusting.
What's this?
Watermelon. Watermelon.
Oh, Lisa just brought me something. A new jam. Wow. Watermelon. Watermelon jam. Seedless, mind you. Don't be
Miss
mad.
Lisa, have you got another bedroom there?
Don't be mad.
Oh, I'm angry. I
Man,
want to move to Texas.
that's good.
Right to Miss Lisa's house.
Wow. Tastes just like watermelon.
I wonder why.
Anyway,
But mental health and that is in the forefront in Canada, and people can't get help.
yeah.
And it's sad.
There's several online resources, but
Hey, Daz.
then the question becomes: do they have access to online?
Well, that's it.
You know,
If you're homeless, how can you afford? You know,
a phone.
I know the U.S. does have a program that if you're homeless, you can get a government cell phone.
Yeah.
We don't have anything like that up here.
Well, but even here, you know, there's all the agencies I was talking about earlier all have access, provides them access to the internet. So if they need to, you know, update a record or they need to go in there and look for somebody, send an email, whatever. I mean, they have access to that kind of stuff. Now, how abundant is that? I don't know. I'm not involved in that kind of stuff, but I do know that there's for the mental health issue,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of those aren't people that are homeless. They're people that are sitting in their basement or sitting at home in their bedrooms
That's
or
right.
whatever, and they're contemplating certain things or whatever. They
Yeah.
have access to that stuff. But here's the thing: do they know it? Are they looking?
Yes.
For it? You know,
No. I got to disagree with you on that one.
No, I'm just saying, do they know where to go?
The problem is they have nowhere to go. It's 3 to 6 years to wait for a
No, no.
psychologist
I'm
in
talking
Canada.
about, do they know where to go online to look for or search out for help?
Probably not.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the last thing that's crossing their mind
Exactly.
is, you
No.
know, and I tell you what, a lot of them are right here. A lot of them are on TikTok here. They're all over. And like the person, I got to try to hold it together. The person that reached out to me yesterday, you look from the outside in, he's got a perfect life.
Right.
He's got a perfect life. He's got no worry for money, for home. His family loves him. And he's still contemplating. And, you know, I thank God he reached out, is all I can say. But he was with me yesterday, and I was huge on TikTok yesterday, going over and over and over. You're not alone. Reach out, reach out. Well, Jesus Christ, he did last night.
Good. Because
And I damn near fell over.
a lot of people only need somebody to listen.
That's
all.
it.
Just
That's it.
To listen.
Somebody to listen and somebody to care.
And not judge. Right.
That's right.
Right.
But it's, you know, it's just, man, it's so sad. And like I say, here, what the hell?
Happened.
Car just slammed on its brakes in front of my house.
Oh, maybe it's Amazon. Oh, that's the house I was supposed to deliver to.
Oh, it's my, no, who the hell is that? Oh, they brought Kenzie's car home. But it's, you know, it boils my blood knowing that, and I personally know the numbers. So I'm not filling you full of shit. These are the numbers. And I've got residents. Yes. Some people that I considered close friends that are no longer with us because they wouldn't reach out.
Yeah. And like you said, and even if they did, assistance is 3, 4, 5 years out, you know, down the road.
That's it.
You know.
But, you know, even getting it off their chest the first,
yeah.
It, you know, like it, yeah. It's just, I just can't believe that, you know, the higher levels of government are able to turn their backs and worry about carbon before they do somebody's life. That blows me away. And that's what's happening in Canada. Sparkle Socks is more worried about his little carbon when we're neutral. We're neutral to start with. We're giving other countries carbon to lower their numbers. But yet we're being, you know, like $8, $9, $10 a liter for gas. Well, what the hell? You know, how the hell are we paying that when our carbon is neutral? I've been able to figure that one out.
Yeah.
And it just, that's it, Shane. It's, and that's what I base my channel on, is stuff like that. If I can help one person, that's life. What's up, chicken?
It's past your bedtime.
I know it is. Jesse's keeping me up.
Don't blame it on me.
Oh yeah, you want to put the bacon back
Okay.
and the
Fridge or freezer?
and this
Fridge.
fridge. But yeah, it's just whenever you, especially in Newfoundland, whenever there's trouble.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine now. Now that I got to talk to Scott,
Oh, that makes everything better.
I was
See?
about to go drive off a bridge over here a while ago with the price of meat.
Yeah, yeah, we've pretty much saved the world tonight.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to go out for breakfast before you help me?
It's gonna have to be early.
Why?
Oh, yes. It's like a Pokemon event day tomorrow.
What time?
Starts at 10.
Where?
Renfrew?
All right, never mind.
Why? What do you need us?
Nothing. I was going to. I'll just, don't worry about it. I'll move the earth over myself.
Oh, no, we can do that.
I don't know. I'm just about off, so
Alright.
stand by.
I'm gonna go shower.
All right.
Well, Scotty, I'm ready to go to bed anyway.
Yes, I'm getting ready to go to bed too. We've been on 3.5 hours, so you know what? After 3.5 hours, we turn into a pumpkin.
Yeah. 45
And
minutes. And it's
again, if anybody needs to talk, man, oh man.
Yeah, and there's some good people on your chat that are open to that same concept
Absolutely there.
of lending an ear, and that's Daz over at My Aussie Garden. I'm sure
Yep.
Shane over at Great Farmer. He's a great person to reach out to. Myself,
Q.
Q.
Yeah.
I mean, just really anybody in this community is all ears.
Absolutely.
Aaron, who we talked to earlier.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. Even Danny that was on earlier before she went to bed.
Nels over Fallen, Arkansas. I'm sure he's heard
Absolutely.
share.
Yeah. We've got a
Joey.
tremendous amount of people in this community that, you know what, you need help, you friggin' reach out,
Yeah.
because
There's another one. She's another person who's willing to, give over and above. So, and she's got a excellent prayer team.
Yep.
And helps
the
them out.
whole,
Yes.
absolutely, she's an amazing lady who's got such a, like I said to her, she is, Jody is, like she said, she doesn't homestead or whatever, but I said her job is actually more important than all the rest of us put together.
Yeah.
Keeping us all in line, and
But you know why?
keeping the prayers going, and
You know why that is? Because she knows a guy.
yeah, no, she does. She's got a direct number to a guy.
She knows a guy. That's right.
Absolutely.
All
But
right, Scott.
anyways, guys, you go have a blessed night, and don't forget Shane will be on bright and early. And after Shane, you got Tony and Joni.
Yep.
And then after Tony and Joni, you got Tim with his prayers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a full day tomorrow.
All right.
And then you got after dinner, you got Joe, and
Yep.
You got
I
Joe
guess you got MT Homestead
first.
at
Yeah.
2:00 as well.
Yeah, and then you got Joe at 6 Central.
Yeah, 7 Eastern. Yeah,
All right.
but yes,
Hey, little extra in there.
and, again, love you all,
Yep. Y'all be good.
and have a blessed day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
Bye.